Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. We are doing session 20 of Lockdown Chicago. Can you believe it? It's been that many.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we are getting
I
toward the
sure
end though.
can't.
It's been a while. I do have a beautiful, gorgeous day, GOP. Good timing for you to finally fix it. That was what we call apropos. But I do have a half cup of cold coffee though, which is unfortunate.
I have a
Fine.
full cup of warm coffee, hot coffee even.
Well, I don't know. Let me
I don't know.
check on that.
I don't know why you heathens drink
Lukewarm.
that swill.
Okay, because we like it.
Nobody likes coffee.
Well, yeah, we do.
Nobody. Nope. No, you like the effect that it gives you.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the taste of coffee. No one.
It's like alcohol.
Yep.
You continue to believe in your delusions.
Not
Yeah.
delusions. Who here drinks it straight black? I bet Chester does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's old. He's old like that. He smokes too, so his palate doesn't work anyway.
Shut up.
The
I have
vast
perfect
majority
palate.
of people do not drink it straight black because they actually hate the taste of coffee. They just
Mhm.
like the caffeinated effect.
True.
Yeah.
That's why I drink Diet Dr. Pepper
Well,
instead.
Good choice.
just because I drink my coffee black doesn't mean you should assume.
We were talking about rebellious. What was that?
That's true. I don't know. I've always drank it black. Is there another way?
Iced and creamed?
Those are for the homosexuals.
That's true.
We're only 2 minutes in, Chester. Just hold up.
Yeah,
Slow down a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead, Puffin. Sorry,
Nothing. I remember whenever they started having those foo-foo drinks, my dad looked at one of them as like, "What kind of gay coffee is this?"
That's right. Your dad and I are probably the same age.
Yep, he's 76.
Oh no, he's my
No,
dad's
you're
age.
not.
That's my dad's age.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, my father used to drink his coffee straight black too, and I always used to mock him for it.
Yeah, okay.
My dad is the same, so yeah.
Well, I actually do like the taste of coffee if it's good coffee. There's plenty of bad coffee, and I do drink it. And you're right, it's for the caffeinated effect. But when you get a properly brewed coffee, I do appreciate it when that rarely happens. Yeah.
It's kind of
I
like
the smell of coffee.
no one really likes the taste of fish either. They cook the taste of the fish out of the fish intentionally because they don't like the taste of the fish.
Well, that's definitely someone's not cooking fish correct. Because if you cook it correctly, it
mean,
is good.
fried grouper
I'd
is
agree
great.
more with you if you were talking like, say, beer.
What
Because,
does somebody say when they get some seafood? What is one of the number one complaints you'll hear? It's too fishy.
Yeah, but there's some people, and a lot of people.
Most people.
I've never complained about fish being too fishy.
There's a reason tartar sauce exists.
Wow. The thing
have to
is, you have
disagree
to
with you on
remember,
that.
GOP, you just put the label
Somebody sounds like he's a little grumpy tonight.
American
Maybe he
on
didn't hit
him.
nothing.
Well, he's
huh?
eating steak, so that's why. It's all
Yep.
those hormones.
Now I'm eating Kit Kat.
Oh, nice. I lived in a land of weird Kit Kats, and I don't even eat it.
You should. They're great.
Yeah, well, I try to avoid sweets.
What's your favorite candy bar, Chester? Like generic American candy bar, not some fancy foo-foo bullshit.
Whatchamacallit.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
It's the best one.
Skittles.
Skittles, no.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Kit Kat myself. I think that's my favorite.
I like the cookies and cream crunch bars. Those are my.
That's a good
my
time.
go-to.
Mhm.
Yeah. I actually like the Kit Kat bars. Those aren't bad. Not the what does it usually come with 3 or 4 or whatever it is.
The wafer ones.
Yeah. It's like a candy bar, like a Snickers size. I don't mind
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, those are good. Listen, American chocolate might not be, the best, but it gets the job done, and that's all we ask for it to do.
The best.
It is.
I personally, I like Toblerones a lot. A whole hell of a lot. I can eat a whole deal of those.
Yeah, I don't like the shape of them. They cut my mouth.
Well, don't eat it like a savage man. Bite it like a normal human being in half.
I don't like them. Yeah,
They cut your mouth.
they do.
Okay.
I don't like.
It's all that smoking. He's got a soft palate now.
Yeah, I
Softened
don't.
his palate.
I don't like that. I do like those. Have you ever had Royce?
Yes.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
Royce chocolate almond. The milk chocolate almond bars, the Royce ones. Those are
Mhm.
pretty good. I like those. Yeah. Anyway,
I'll say
hi.
this though: most fancy chocolates, the ones big, they're nasty. I don't care what anybody says; they're not very good. They're too bitter. There's not enough sweetness in them, and I don't want it. If I'm eating chocolate, I'm eating it for the sweetness, the smooth sweetness.
Yeah. Although I have to say that's true of European stuff, but the Japanese missed the plot along the line, along the way, and just decided to really try to make good, tasty chocolate. So
Excellent. I
Wait,
approve.
so Thundaro, you're saying that you don't like chocolate, you just like sugar?
That's right. Correct.
All right, fair enough.
yeah.
Just like most people don't like chocolate, they like milk chocolate. You take the milk out of there, they won't want nothing to do with it.
I'm allergic to chocolate, so no chocolate for me.
That's really gotta suck.
It is what it is. You get used to it.
Get what was
Chemically-
again?
I'm allergic to chocolate. So
Chemically,
Mhm.
when you eat a nice candy bar and eat some nice chocolate, your brain releases very similar hormones to when you have sex. It's very
I
I
have-
haven't
similar.
had that either.
I have an allergy to joy as well.
Yes.
Yes, I don't like happiness either.
Yeah. Get it away from me.
Misery loves company.
Hmm.
I think Chester went to go get his coffee.
No, I'm watching a girl take off. One girl takes off her shirt, showing her sports bra, and she's got mosquito bites. And then the girl next to her is like, it takes hers off, and damn,
The chows.
Okay.
That's what you're saying.
bazookas. Yeah, that's victory right there. That's what you call victory.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you know what's crazy? That poor girl with the no boobs will never recover. That's her life now. She'll always think of that moment every time she looks in the mirror. She will never be. These are the people who've taken big boobies away from us, Chester. We're not allowed to have big boobies now because the itty bitty titty committee will get offended.
Yeah, I suppose
I
that's
remember
true.
there was one at the Olympics, like the girl was beaten and she undid her vest a little bit just because she'd been like ice skating really, really hard. And then the winner undid hers and basically spilled out of her vest. And so it's like she lost on both counts.
Oh wow.
There's no
Yeah.
recovering.
I think for ladies, it's kind of similar. It is to the dudes that are unfortunately unendowed. But the difference is there are some guys who like little itty bitty titties, though.
Yeah,
So
but there's
a
also women
difference.
who like small penises.
I don't think
There's
that's
freaks
true
out
at
there,
all.
Chester.
I don't think that's
Oh, there
true at
is.
all.
I don't
No.
like it. They don't like it for the same reason other people, like large ones. They like it because they like the humiliation factor of it.
Oh well, that's
People are
just,
gross, Chester.
They're evil then. Okay, so I
Yeah.
get
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've always
That
been
makes
evil.
more sense. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't care what anybody says. If you're presented with a choice, some nice, perfect double Ds, perky, round, young, firm, and nothing, you're going with the double Ds. Every guy in the world. I don't care. It's biological. Unless you were like molested as a kid and messed your brain chemistry up, there's no reason you want. Even babies are like, yep, boobs, love them.
Sometimes
Let me see
I
them.
don't know.
Just remember, we live all over the world, people. So just ignore what they're talking about.
Sometimes I
Boobs.
don't know why we wait to start the game. So we just go right into it.
Because we always end up doing something wrong. We're going to get Chester's
Let's
channel
just
banned one day.
go.
All
Listen,
righty.
if they ban it because I'm talking about boobs, it deserves to be banned. That's all
Fair
I'll
enough.
say.
True.
I was
That is
doing
true.
something anyway. Okay, I'm good now. There we go. Done. Excellent. All right, what were we talking about?
Boobs.
When's Bill coming back?
Soon.
Memory magnificence.
Oh, I see.
Very, very soon. He just moved into his new house, and that takes work getting everything sorted. But now he has the actual Dome and Wood kit. He didn't have it before from their Kickstarter or whatever.
Right.
And so when he comes back, he's gonna be ready to rock and roll, like big time. He's gonna have everything we
You
need.
just have to replay the game again.
Bap, bap, bap. Well, we'll see what he wants to do, because he said he does want to change some things. He wants to change the way we get experience points for one. He didn't like the system really. Stuff like that. So he will be back. He's even told me he was literally sitting at work the one day just thinking about it. So
Okay. Well, alrighty then. Anyway, I say we just get into it. How about that?
Boom.
All right, here we go.
Bring it
Of course, welcome everybody. And as you guys know, we are, of course, doing Omni Hero here. And we are specifically in Lockdown Chicago. Just to reintroduce the characters again, real quick. We have GOP's character here, Onyx Requiem. We have Ladies playing Duke here. We have Cascade from Thundero. We have Puffins the Knight, or Richard Kane. That's not his real name. Don't believe him. And also, there's some other character, and I seem to forget his name. And I keep wanting to call him Tempest, but I think it's Torrent or something.
it is Torrent, yes.
Yeah, well, I misused it again in the actual headline of the show. Nice.
This guy.
You know,
Torrent must die. So is that what the name of the episode is?
Well, then you're safe.
off to see the Tempest. I was trying to make a Wizard of Oz joke, but I messed it up in several ways.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed, yeah.
You know,
Yep.
It's all right. It is what it is. But last we left, our gang of intrepid adventurers, of course, are in Zone 1, and they have found themselves, trying to save the day in a weird way, because they are chasing Mother Saba, of course. And Mother Saba is, part of, in some way, they're not really sure, this whole thing where the seemingly the Watchers were buried under Chicago, and locked there. They found the Enochian wards, and there's some kind of shenanigans going on, and they're trying to find Mother Saba, even though it's turned into something bigger. And one of their party was taken by a green glowing werewolf man, and taken off to the city of what city is it? Athena, I think, is the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, they had gotten some information from Captain Chaplin and headed off, and they went to a town that, and generally it's fine, but it does have, with everywhere, a mix of these people who are dedicated to the Druid cult. Nevertheless, we are here in Zone 1, and one of their members is missing, and they are just want to head off and get to that. I'm assuming. I don't know what they're going to do. But you
That
guys,
was, yeah.
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 And now this little town we're in, what is this one called?
I forget that.
What
Safe Haven?
what
I
did we
don't
know?
know.
I can't
Hang on, I
remember.
think I wrote it down. I
Yeah, I
don't know
think
where, but
it
let's see if I
was
can find it.
kind of a mundane name. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're in this town. They were gaining some monies, which they have done. Everyone in the surrounding area had come to the chaos at the little clinic, and Cascade is fine, but her husband Torrent has been taken. They've all made assumptions on where he's being taken, based on various bits of evidence. It's the middle of the night. Well, it's like what, 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. What are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, we could just go right away, but probably. How's everyone looking on health? Did anyone take any damage before?
We're all healed.
We're all good.
I can heal.
Okay.
I can always just heal you right back to full outside of combat. It's no
True.
problem.
That is true. I think he's bait. I think the entire point of him was being bait. So, about how far of a trek did you say we are from this town?
To get to Athena,
Yeah.
oh, it's probably a couple day journey.
Okay. So we're gonna have to rest anyways. So we might as well rest for the night. Find a safe spot that's away from prying eyes, and then in the morning we're gonna just start going. You know. But we probably don't want to like take 2 days not rest and be like in a bad state when we get there. So I'm not sure what are exhaustion rules in this game, Chester.
Whatever I happen to come up with, if I allow the situation to happen anyway.
Okay, so if we force march for 2 days, we're not
We
gonna.
can't force march.
There's gotta be
Remember, I don't move as fast as you guys.
Yeah, we're all limited by Duke's movement.
Okay, fair enough. Then yeah, let's take a rest for the night.
Unless somebody's carrying me.
That's true, but I'm sure Chester's gonna make me do some rolls if I carry you on my back. Okay, so I guess we will rest for one night. Oh, actually, no, I'm full on spirit.
So yeah, because I gave you guys time to recuperate in the other place, right?
Yeah,
To try
okay.
to, because you guys had burned all your spirit and everything was done. But all right, so you guys are basically in the barn, right? Is where you guys are, and there's other people here, travelers that are just kind of bunked down in the barn. They do have some other facilities, but you guys have none of their money. Although
I do.
you did gain some. Some of you did. But nevertheless, you're in the barn, the stables actually, and you guys kind of hunker down. And are we just going to sleep normal, or are we going to do some kind of a rotation here?
We'll do rotation. Can I
Since
use?
I'll take first watch because I slept most of the day, if y'all remember right.
Okay.
Well,
Who's on second?
that's true. I had a quick question. Could I use my drones and the AI to keep watch?
I suppose.
Okay, because I mean they can see through stuff and they can watch all sides. So okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, they are technology. But nevertheless, throughout the night, there are lots of chatter amongst people in the stable. Eventually, people do get to sleep, whoever's doing watches or not. It's fairly uneventful. The next morning, as you guys are getting ready to, get out of here, there are people in the streets and stuff talking about last night's trouble, the attack on the clinic, the sighting of that weird creature again. So this is not the first time this Landris has been seen in the area. And of course, no one is particularly aware of who you are. You guys went and did some work and picked up some credits, but it's not like, oh, those Omnicore guys over there. You don't have that situation. Although
Yeah.
Landris clearly knew.
Can I attempt to talk with one of them and figure out because they said they saw this creature before. Did it abduct anyone the last time? I'm just trying to figure out what they like kind of if it had certain other patterns. Like was it just coming in to steal away other people, or
Right.
is it just
Well, you begin asking, and everyone has an opinion. And of course, you have yourself in a very much a gossipy situation. And the gossip runs anywhere from it's literally the devil in flesh form to it's space aliens. And some people think it works for the cult. Other people say that's slander, and what's that other word when you're anti-religious? That one. And there, it's all over the place. No one seems to know anything other than and not everybody even knows the name, which you do.
Can I do a detective role to see if anyone happened to have seen anything personally, or if this is all just hearsay?
Sure.
Okay. That would still be under green. So.
Okay. some old guy said he saw him marching with a caravan that came in, and he was working at the gate. And when they got to the gate, he turned and went back into the wilderness. And that seems to be, yeah, he saw that.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, I mean, because I was just seeing if it was like this is a common occurrence where they take people, or if it's just because it's, because our particular situation. All right. We should probably get going bright and early.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are packed up. You got your whatever supplies you had on you, which you were supplied pretty well back at the last town. And you guys head out, and you're heading northeast toward Athena. And the day is pretty quiet. To be honest with you, this is literally what you would expect of a wasteland, right? A lot of
Mhm.
times the movies will have a wasteland as being actually absolutely thriving with life and extremely dangerous, right? In truth, it wouldn't be, and that's not what you see here. Like I say, you do see some of the weird creatures here occasionally here or there, but like with all animals, they stay clear of humans. So as long as you're paying attention and moving, you found that in this place it's not that difficult. Although you wouldn't be surprised if something did jump out at you. And you guys move, and it's getting around lunchtime. You do take a little bit of a break and have some food, although not everybody here necessarily needs to eat. But you take a break anyway. And whilst you're sitting underneath the wreckage of an old bus stop, which has some benches, so it's a nice place to sit down comfortably. Um, you guys see off in the distance. Once again, you've seen this before. It's not the first time. You see flying overhead this guy, who I still haven't fixed his name. Anyway, perfect. You see Pedro, and he's flying overhead, and he's heading same direction you are, but of course flying.
Mhm. And now we know why.
And now you know why. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, he's not bothering us, right? He's just moving
No,
that way.
he's just moving that way.
Okay.
Unless you want to make your presence known.
No, because I feel like that'd be a bad idea interacting with him. Plus, how far away is he? Isn't he like ahead of us now?
Oh
And
yeah,
how
he's
high?
moving pretty quick, and he's fairly high up. But I mean,
Unless I
not.
shot him, there probably is no way for me to like reliably get the message across. So, yeah, we're
Well,
just gonna
the
keep.
flyers tend to have really good sensory abilities in concordance with their ability, right?
Mhm.
It's rare that you have someone that has a bit of a handicap like Duke does, right? Because Duke is super strong and all. He's just not tough. Most super strong guys are tough to go along with that strength. So
Mhm.
in a way, Duke has a major weakness, right? A disability. But you find a way around it. Nevertheless, you get up from lunch and you guys head on. And as you guys are traveling through, you see all kinds of you're starting to get used to this place, right? And you see all a mix of genre of time in Chicago area and its history. There are some areas that look like literally a part of a speakeasy. Other places look like old farmland. Some places seem like primitive structures. It's all just kind of thrown together. It's like you took architecture throughout time, put it in a bag, and just poured it out, right?
Um. Yeah. No, I got you. I was gonna say as we're traveling, can I check for any like high tech stuff? Because I've kind of been looking for that along the way. So.
You got to slow your roll a lot.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do that. Just more of a passive thing, I guess. But
All right.
yeah.
It gets to the point at night where it's just getting too dark to move around, and the activity of various creatures, of course, is more active at night, which is normal. You guys find yourself what seems to be a kind of old-timey 50s gas station in amongst a whole bunch of rather modern-looking ruins. And you're able to get out of the elements, and you hunker down and you get through the night without any issue. Like I said, traveling isn't necessarily a big problem. Of course, people do it every day. And the next day is no different. You see various things here or there, but as long as you're paying attention, it's not that big a deal. And of course, you've traveled a fair distance, and as the end of the day and twilight is about to come upon you, you crest a little hill of broken rubble and garbage that's become almost unrecognizable, meaning in a short period it will just look like a hill. And as you crest over the top of that, in the distance you see the outline of a pretty big encampment. It's off in the distance from you, but it's got walls not too dissimilar to many you've seen, made of junk, but it's just a lot bigger than the other ones you've seen. There's also seems to be quite a bit of power in that place because there are literally searchlights around the perimeter and also shooting into the sky. Uh, this is quite an impressive sight compared to what you've seen here since you've been inside Zone 1. But that's quite a distance. You could travel that and get there before midnight probably if you wanted to press it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Why
it.
do I have the strangest feeling that maybe we need to come in from the other side? I think they know we're coming this way.
All right.
Well, I think they're
That's what I
waiting
feel
regardless.
anyway.
Now, as you guys make a decision on do you want to keep traveling into the city or come in the morning time, which where you had one vote, let me switch over. Torrent,
Beep, beep, beep.
you are in and out of consciousness as something is carrying you, and then you kind of just black out. Now, you do wake up, and you are inside a cell. Now, this is a walled cell with a door. It doesn't have any windows. It doesn't have anything out. It's just blocked, but there is light overhead. The light is behind a metal grate that is covering it to protect it from manipulation. And this is kind of makeshift, but it's not that bad either. You're like, all right, but you are inside a cell. What would you like to do?
Well, how healed is he? Because he got messed up pretty bad.
You're probably sitting on what is your fitness?
Hang on, let me open his little situation here. His fitness is excellent.
So what it was at 16?
Hang on, let me look.
Whatever the number is,
20.
that's that 20. Okay, that's the health you have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your health. Someone ran a medical check on you, and that's how that works.
Okay.
So you are sitting on 20 health. You're in this cell.
What is these? What's the cell made out of? Is it metal?
It's a mix of stone and metal. Yeah.
What does he see outside of the cell? Can he see
You
anything?
cannot. There are no windows. It's just the door.
Just
and
the
walls.
door. What kind of door is it?
It seems to be cast iron.
Interesting. You could probably melt that if he had to.
Probably.
But I don't think he's going to try. He's too hurt. He can't risk getting into a fight. Yeah, he's going to hang out. He's going to see if he can. He's going to keep his eyes and ears open, of course. See if he can hear anything, see anything, see an opening. But he knows he can't fight Landris, and Landris is the one who brought him here. He's not alone. He can't fight him. So he has no idea what's around him, and he doesn't have the healing or the ability to phase like his wife does. He'd have to make a scene to get out of that cell. So he's going to hang out and hopefully, let his wounds heal up some more if he can.
Is Torrent a soldier?
Torrent is not. He was a figure skater. He is a
Oh,
a
that's right.
meta, or what would be a metahuman in Omni.
I mean,
I
it's
see.
basically the same thing, right? You know.
Yeah,
No, it's
they
interesting
were both figure
what
skaters.
he did with his character. They're both ice skaters, therefore they got married. It's cool. But
Yep.
all right. You kind of you are tired. You're beat up. It is late, and you eventually kind of just zonk out. You wake
Mhm.
up in the morning, and sitting in front of the door is those. This one is made out of wood. It's actually made by a woodworker. But you ever seen those the eat in bed trays?
Mhm.
It's like that. And it's made out of wood, and it's pretty well done actually. The craftsmanship is not fancy, but it is solid. And I mention this because it's clearly something made for a purpose. It's not just something bought at Walmart for 10.99. Um, uh, to make a point. But it's sitting there, and upon it, there are various food items and what looks like a bottle of water and a glass of juice.
Okay.
It's on
It's
trap.
out. It's outside the cell, or it's in the cell.
It's sitting in front of the door in the cell with you. Like I said, you
I
can't see
gotcha.
out. There are no windows. You're in a room,
Okay.
a
So
stone
it's a
room with a
solid metal
metal
door.
door. That's right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, he's gonna eat, I guess. He's gonna go check it out.
All right. It's as you're looking at the food, it's it seems to be rather vegetarian in nature. However, it is very fresh and very tasty, made by a skilled hand.
Mm. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. He's gonna eat it up.
All right.
He needs his strength.
You sit in the cell, and it's coming on noon. And you start hearing commotion outside the door, movement and conversation.
Hmm.
Um, would you like to?
Put his ear to the door. See if
Yeah,
he can hear what's
something
going
like
on.
that. Yeah. All right. You hear a chatter. You can't make out any distinct words unless you have some sensory ability. But you do notice that there is a female speaking and a male speaking. But the female, you swear you've heard that voice before, in some way. You don't think it was direct though. But give me a roll on your wisdom, please.
Wisdom roll coming in hot for the boys and the girls. Where is freaking fracking? Wisdom roll coming in hot. His wisdom is a whopping. Ooh, that's probably not good enough. Let's see. What is his wisdom? His wisdom is excellent. So no, that is not a green.
Okay.
Do you have any other skills that could impact that, or
Not for wisdom. Not for that. Well, I don't know what it's. I'm assuming it's not. He has. Yeah, no, he doesn't have anything to boost his wisdom.
Later on in the day, you're not sure unless your character has a watch. Does your character have a watch? He might.
It's. I don't know what he has on him. What did they leave him with?
They didn't take anything off of you whatsoever.
Then yeah, he has a basic timekeeping device for sure.
Now, by the time we get to, it's probably around 3, right?
Mhm.
Then, and you notice that the meal you ate in the morning seems to be having an effect on you, and
Mhm.
you have already gained double your wisdom. Excuse me, your fitness back. So you're
Okay.
you're now sitting at 60 health. What is your total?
His total is 106.
All right, so you're sitting on 60.
Mhm.
So whatever they gave you is literally healing you.
Mhm.
You're experienced enough to know that. Nevertheless, around 3 o'clock, the door unlatches and opens. Now, you didn't hear any commotion or words or even footsteps outside this time, like you did earlier. But
Yep.
the door opens, and standing in front of you, you see this guy.
Well, look at him, being all pretty.
He says, "Welcome to Athena.
Thank you.
Please come with me."
He follows him.
He says, "I do apologize for the treatment. Things are done roughly here, but I'm assuming you can understand the chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm assuming
He's just watching him.
I'm sure you are. I'm assuming the herbal meal they gave you is having its proper effect.
I do feel better.
That is good.
Much better.
Landris is a brute, but they can be useful." You follow him down a hallway. You can tell now where you couldn't really tell before. You're probably underground.
Hmm.
And sure enough, after coming out of the hallway, there's a couple of guards at a door that open it upon his approach. And you walk into a rather large room and you go down a set of steps. This room, this space was built by some very serious ancient architects. And it is indeed ancient. You can't place it. It's not like, oh, it looks Egyptian or Mesopotamian or anything like that. I mean, even a
Yeah.
mundane American's got to have a general understanding of what Egypt looks like, right? Um,
Sure.
but it doesn't look like that, but it's certainly old. It's got all that on it, but it's so pristinely made. You are impressed just being in the presence of this level of architecture, this level of
Mm.
engineering. And sitting in the middle of it, you see what looks to be kind of like I guess the best way to describe it is like a half dome of black gold veined marble.
Mm.
And it's a dome, so half of it is in the rock because this entire place is literally carved out of rock. But it is the material, the black gold vein marble, is not of the same material you see around you.
Mm.
And then because you weren't involved in all the direct stuff they were, but you've read all the files. I'm assuming your character's a professional, right?
Of course.
Yeah, and so he sees sitting next to it in a very stout-looking chair, tied and gagged with many wires and gizmos and other things coming out of her, going into this black marble dome. You see Mother Saba.
She's tied?
She
Like
is
she's tied to the
bound and
chair?
she's locked down hardcore. Yeah.
Interesting.
And she's got tubes and sensors and they got stuff on her head, but you recognize her 100% because you read the file. These guys here are made they have they have a GOP, you see.
Right. They have an AI, yes.
Mhm.
Um
Uh,
so you come in and you see Mother Saba all tied down like that and connected into this dome. Now this dome is probably about 10 feet tall. It's half, so this width of this sphere is about 20 feet in size, you would assume, diameter. But of course, half of it is in the rock.
right.
And there are runic symbols everywhere. They're all glowing. You're just in a very, just imagine the most ancient, high tech, magical runic society you can think of. And that's where you're
Mhm.
standing in the heart of their greatest engineering achievement, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Everything is glowing. There's imagery everywhere. Some of the mosaics on the wall are clearly telling a story as you're looking at them, and it's quite easy to tell there was some battle. And at the end of the battle, these gigantic, creatures that were being fought by these wow, almost look like polished golden warriors, are defeated and being locked into this sphere. So it's a story of the Titanomachy, is what it is.
Mhm.
And as you walk in and you see all of this stuff, Roquin begins speaking again, and he says, "I understand this is why your party specifically is here."
Her? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were looking for.
I see.
Um, what's what's going on here? What's the deal with her?
Well,
Far as we knew, last we knew, the intel we had, you were working together willingly, or at least seemingly willingly.
I did allow her to think that for a while. However, the situation is beyond the needs and desires of us. And he meant you and him and everybody else.
Hmm.
And he said this is a very serious situation, and this vile creature is, well, repugnant as she is still useful. A tool is a tool. And it seems
Oh,
that when she hired the jinn, which I do believe your group had met, if my intel is correct, um,
yep.
she was able to siphon magic off, but she seemingly connected herself to the warding magic, and therefore
Hmm.
she can be useful to us. We are simply testing here to see if the seals can even be broken. Of course, we don't want that to happen, but it seems your brothers in arms, quite literally, have other plans.
Hmm.
Nevertheless, you have get caught up in this, and this situation is really beyond the ken of your expectations, is it not?
So far, it's been quite a journey.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you, though. How are you alive?
Well, magic is something that takes a long time to master, and I sacrifice myself just like my other brothers to protect the earth. But it seems the great creator had other plans for me.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, so you're not even sure the wards can't even be breached. If that's the case, then why do the sacrifice play at all and lock everybody in here?
It is not worth the risk. What she had done was thought to be impossible. Now, to be fair, the
Hmm.
jinn, they're quite powerful, and they often could be. I'm assuming, according to my reports, you personally did not meet the jinn, but they
No.
can be rather nonchalant individuals. But their power is not to be trifled with. But even with the assistance of the jinn, something has taken place here. I think there are higher powers at work, and therefore I am only but a servant. But in this situation, we cannot let the seals be broken, and it is just a decision that needed to be taken. However, our test here with this Mother Saba, as she calls herself, or Jessica, he looks at her. She's not here. I mean, she's whatever they're doing to her is
A
she's
trance.
she's completely out of it. Yeah, her
Yep.
eyes are rolled back in her head. Her body is trembling. But he did call her Jessica, and he says, we must protect from the Watchers at all costs. If they are allowed loose on the earth, it will be destruction once again.
Will your dome prevent them from escaping?
It is not mine. This is done by the hand of the Creator. It
Okay.
is
Will his dome
awe-inspiring.
prevent them from escaping?
It has done so for millennia.
Hmm. Interesting. Uh, you do realize that Landris attacked me and my wife, trying to get one of us. She's going to come here. When she gets here, what kind of reception is she going to receive?
The same as you have. I do apologize for that. We wanted to talk to one of your group just to understand your intentions. We thought you were
Hmm.
very specifically after Mother Saba, and we understand that, but you cannot have her. Maybe later,
Hmm.
after we were done, but this process must be finished. And once again, I do apologize for the methods. And as he says, walking up from behind him, excuse me, well, we'll make it more dramatic. Out of the shadow in front of you, coming into the light of this experiment that is being done on this ancient artifact, you see the abbot walking up. And he says, as Rogue Quinn is saying, and he's apologizing, the abbot says, "Yes, that was my doing, but nevertheless, I do take things more directly." And Rogue Quinn seems displeased, but he keeps his tongue to himself. The abbot comes up, looks you over, and he's like, "Another one of these Omni dogs. Oh well."
It doesn't offend him. Don't worry. He's hard to offend. He just glances at him, gives him a very polite nod, returns back to the Hierophant here. What was I going to say? Oh, so they want to Omnicore, or at least Omniforce. I don't know how involved Omnicore itself is. Seems to want to try and breach the wards by the accounts that you've clearly heard and know of, and we have similar information. And you're trying to stop them from doing that. That's what this whole conflict here in Zone 1 is about, if I am correct. Or is there something more going on that we're just not aware of?
Rogue Quinn answers. Now, with these two, Rogue Quinn is tall and statuesque and noble in his presence, the way he moves with grace. The abbot is short, rough, and ugly. They are quite a mirror to each other. And what was your question again?
What was my question again? That's good. That's a good question. What was my question? Oh, so the Omnis are trying to breach, as far as we understand. They're trying, as far as everybody in this room understands.
Right.
They're trying to bring down the wards. He's trying to stop that, obviously. That seems to be the crux of this conflict. Is there any other motivations? And the reason I'm asking you this question is because nobody in our group wants the wards brought down. Obviously, we think that would be ridiculous. However, somebody in Omni clearly thinks otherwise, and they believe that if they bring them down, the dome can come down. I don't know if that's true.
The general consensus, unfortunately, this is not my field of expertise, and he looks over at the abbot. And the abbot, he says, well, they're looking at it like this. They see it as a paradox. The situation with the wards, this is the abbot speaking. Situation with the wards is that from what old Rogue Quinn here did, put them more out of balance than they already were. And Rogue Quinn tries to hold his distaste for being accused of something. And the abbot says, basically, they're looking from a scientific point of view, and they think that if they can bring down the wards, what it'll do is snap the situation, cause a paradox, and throw things back to the way it was, repairing it, and the wards being completely intact after doing so.
Yeah.
That easy, really. They're taking a scientific approach, and I don't know why they'd be messing with God's plan, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's true. That's very true. Do either of you happen to know of anybody else who can get outside of this dome?
Rogue Quinn says the dome, the time dysfunction you're in now. He says, yes, we do have an ability to slip in and out. Matter of fact, it is something that I'm going to offer to you and your party to let you go back to your life and let this chaos here play itself out. It's not really your responsibility now, is it? There are many people here who are trapped, but they're all part of the plan. I have found that in my studies that you are an anomaly.
I've been told such. I have one other question. She has an ally. Have you run into Devlin Cross?
Her brother. We have heard that he has been about. we are looking for him, but we do not have him in our possession as we do his sister.
Hmm.
I say we just
Interesting.
kill him, the abbot says.
Listen, you're not going to get an argument from me. That man nearly killed my wife. Um, I was hoping maybe you had some intel on him. We'd like to get him too, but if it looks like Saba's been neutralized, as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough for me. What she's caused here looks like she's suffering the same fate, so feels like justice, as far as I'm concerned. But Cross is a problem. He's extremely powerful, and if something happens to her beyond this, there's no telling what he might do.
Well, it might draw him out, and that would be useful to us. But
Mm.
he nods at you, and he nods at the abbot, and Roquin, you completely loses interest in you and is back, and he picks up some paperwork that seems to be attributed to what they're doing here with Saba, and the abbot just taps you on your chest and says, "Come on."
All right, follows him.
Now, as you
While we're walking, he wants to ask him a question real quick. My communication device, I don't have it. I don't know if Landris broke it or not, but if I had a way to communicate with the rest of my people, that way we can avoid a conflict when they get here.
They took some of your. We'll get it on the way. You
Okay,
want the intel? I'm sure they have it somewhere. He's not wearing much. He has like a pair of pants on, like kind of baggy priesty pants,
sure.
and this hoodie thing he has on. He's not like he's heavily clothed, although he is heavily tattooed. But somehow, out of nowhere, he takes a Guinness and cracks it and hands it to you, and then takes another of his own and cracks it and starts drinking it. And You guys walking on. Now, this guy, how tall is your character?
I believe I made him around 5'10", 5'11".
All right, so this guy's
He's
probably
a figure
around five
skater. They're not
six,
usually
five
that
seven.
tall.
He's not very tall.
Yeah.
He just is chattering about some popular TV show that's been on recently, whether your
Mm,
character watches it or not. And
yeah.
Eventually, you guys come into a room, and this is clearly a data center of some kind, or connected to a bigger data center. He asked the person, "Do you have his effects?" And they was like, "Oh, yes, sir." Well, get at it. And he gets up and leaves the room. He goes over and he talks to another techie. He says, he looks. He said, "You use you have like your communicators are like modern and stuff. You want like a data chip, or you want like something in paper?"
Uh, Data chip's fine.
You have clay tablets.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Well, I mean, this place you're in is so screwed up. There probably are
Yeah,
clay tablets here,
probably.
right? It's so screwed up. He's just asking you, but he has been talking to you as a normal person. It is weird because you've seen the file on this guy.
Mm,
This guy will literally flens people. He has
yeah.
no qualms about putting someone to death at all. And the file on him, just the basic little file you read, just as an Omnicore member, this guy is highly dangerous and to be be very cautious around. But you're other than the fact that he's tattooed, and he seems to have the fanatic religious idea at least somewhat to the point of Roquin. Roquin, in your conversation, he is a true believer. That was very clear.
Mm,
But the abbot, this guy in front of you, doesn't seem to match the file you read. And like I
yeah.
said, you don't have in-depth information on this guy. You just had a general most wanted because he is on the most wanted list, right?
Right.
And Eventually, a box comes in. It has all your techno effects you had on you because they did take that stuff off of you, of course. Any kind of
Mhm.
weapons or equipment you had other than your suit and you. And He then hands you a chip. and it's pretty standard to the equipment that you use.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, he gets his gear, gets his communication situated, and excuses himself and tries to send a message to the rest of the group.
You are finding a difficulty in getting any contact at all with your group, and you don't know why. Now, you're not a tech guy, are you?
No,
Okay,
he's
but
not techie.
you're not able to get you're not to pick them. You're not able to pick them up. You don't know if it's distance or whatever it is. But you're kind of on the side of the room trying to do this. The abbot says, "Yeah, I need to get back to it," and he kind of randomly points to one person in the room and says, "You're responsible for him. Don't fuck it up," and he leaves.
Lovely.
The
Well,
responsible young man comes up to you. He's probably in his early 20s. He's clearly a techie type. You would imagine back in the real world, he probably works at one of those big box computer stores.
Best Buy.
Yes, Best Buy. He comes over and he says, "How can I help you, sir?"
Well, I'm trying to get communications messages out to my friends, and I'm having some trouble. It's not going. Doesn't seem to be going through.
Can I help?
Sure, if you can, yeah, it'd be great.
He puts his hand out for the gear.
Hands it to him.
He looks at it. He takes out what looks like a phone. He takes a wire. He hooks into it. He scans on it. He for about 5 minutes. He's like, yes, sir. This is limited by range. You don't have satellite uplink to this, sir. And of course, we don't have this here anyway. GOP, what's the range on your tech?
Let's see. I'm pretty sure if I'm just going off of my suit, it's amazing. But I don't know if
Yeah, no, we had that up before when we were running around Chicago, and you
Yeah.
I think it
couldn't.
was 2 miles.
Some like 2 miles. I think 2 miles is in my head.
Yeah,
too.
it was 2 miles.
Yeah. Yeah, and he says, unfortunately, either you'll have to move toward them or they'll move toward you. But honestly, we have information that they are inbound and they are not being molested. The Morn have been told to leave them be. But nevertheless, it's up to you, of course, sir. And he almost says in that wishingly that he would really love it if he didn't have to have responsibility for you at all. But he's like, would you like to go to the mess hall or would you like to walk around town? It's actually not bad for this place. I've been stuck here for 2 years. But it's good work, and we are working for whatever that higher power is. Have you seen the sphere? It's impressive.
I did. Yeah, it is. It is quite the sight. Um, so they know where they're at roughly, right? They know they're coming. They have intel on them. I'm assuming
They are being monitored.
being
Yes.
monitored. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
more because like he said, a very important point that I made was all the other people here that have been ripped from different points in time. That he thinks the arbiter,
mhm,
the Hierophant. Well, he's the arbiter now. He's something different. But he believes that they're all part of the plan of what it is, because obviously he was speaking in a way of predestination, right?
mhm,
But you are an anomaly. I mean, you and your group. You meaning you're not supposed to be here,
mhm,
right? As far as he concerns with the plan. Now you don't know. This dude's wicked ass powerful, dude. You have no idea. Maybe he's right. You don't know that. He isn't, or maybe he's just the frickin' zealot. You don't know.
mhm.
But nevertheless, it is what it is. And of course, we have a
Well,
little
the
bit.
reason I'm asking
Yeah.
is because I'm gonna tell the guy. Well, I'm just gonna say it. Would you mind taking me to whatever entrance to this place they're heading for?
Yes, sir. He kind of motions his hand and starts leading. He takes out his own PDA. And he starts going through it. Yes, sir. They're about a day, little bit more than a day away, to be honest with you, sir. But like I said, it's completely up to you. But there are some nice things here in town if you'd like to just kind of move around or whatever. But you know, what what can I do to help you?
That way I know where they're coming from. But he's also they can see the town, right? You said
Not yet.
they can see it
We're
over the
still a
horizon.
day away from them standing on the crest of that hill.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna then Cascade's gonna go. Just look around, see what he can see.
Okay.
Try and stay
Um,
near that entrance though, because he wants to be
Sure.
there
Well,
when they get
think
here.
what would your wife do?
It's the
Shopping.
No, his
it's the
wife would be
southern
hurting people.
it's the southern gate. It's the southern gate that they assume they'll come to,
Okay.
because of how they're moving. But the kid is very happy that you decide to leave the headquarters because now his responsibility is done. He's going back to doing what he was doing. Um,
Right.
you come out into the town, and of course it's morning. Excuse me, early mid afternoon. And this place is bustling. Of all the little Zone One, shanty towns you've seen, this one is the most successful. It
Mm.
almost feels normal in some as you're walking down the street in some ways. It's kind of reverted back to say 100 years ago as far as how all the architecture and construction is, and that's just a
Sure.
matter of practicality, really. But
1960s. Okay.
no, 1920s. Yes. Um, um, but it's not a time issue. It's just simply the practicality of building with. It's just a practical thing,
Purpose.
purposeful. But nevertheless, you see people moving around. They're very happy. There's sales, and they seem to be using this money, which is something that the druids put into place. And it's just a normal town. It looks peaceful. You see people who are clearly dressed in uniforms as police moving amongst them, but they're chatting with the people happily. They're not fearful of them. It's a pretty nice, happy scene. You kind of wish Detroit, where you were, and Chicago were more like this.
Hmm. Interesting. Um, I don't think did he have any money? I don't think he
No,
had any money on
he
him.
doesn't have anything.
His wife
Uh,
has the money.
that's right. That's right.
That's normal.
Yeah. Uh,
You could go back to the HQ and ask for some.
I guess, yeah, or just a place to just hang. I guess you could just hang out, wait till tomorrow. If they're a day out, try and meet them at the gate.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't kicked out of headquarters. You left of your own accord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to head back, make a note of everything you just seen or just saw, and just try to rest. He's still, recovering.
He is.
So he was very close to dead. Very
Now,
close.
you do have an attendee, an actual druid, come up to you later that evening,
Yep.
and gives you another meal. And you do feel better after eating it as well. And when you wake up the next morning, you feel you're completely healed now,
Excellent.
100%.
Where's this
And
thing?
the young man comes up and he says, the abbot asked me to give this to you. He hands you a box, and inside the box is a printed Athena ID. And
Hmm.
it's a little bit, sketchy. It's not like super clean, awesome, modern looking IDs, but it'll do. And
Mm-hmm.
there's also a bunch of money, maybe there's like $1,000 in there,
Interesting.
effectively.
So 1,000 credits or whatever we were calling them.
Yeah.
Monopoly money.
So you move around the town and you check some things out. Maybe you get yourself a snack here or two. The food's pretty good here. You're impressed, actually. Um,
Yeah.
and unless you want to interact with the town, like I said, they seem to be pretty chill, happy people, man. You don't see
For the
any
most
issues.
part, he's gonna lay low for now.
Sure.
He's gonna head back to that gate and they should be arriving sometime today.
They will. As a matter of fact, you're sitting at the gate, and your comms come to life.
Excellent.
It is late in the day, but they seem to have finally arrived. What would you like to do?
Oh, he sends a message immediately as soon as it gets clear enough.
You guys are sitting on the top of that hill, looking at the city of Athena in the distance. Trying to decide what you want to do. Cascader's roaring just to kill things.
Well, she's called her that she knows he's alive.
Well, now you hear your husband's voice come across the mic. I'm assuming a professional torrent to Team One or whatever.
Something
He's
like
been
that.
mind
Yeah.
controlled.
So go ahead and talk.
I have a plan for that, and she says to him, "You know the signal, because they have a signal for this, of course." And when she does that, a few moments later, up in the sky above the town is a bright blue flash of flame, and that's the signal that he's okay. He's not being coerced. So then she says, "He's fine. We can head to the town. Looks like everything's okay." And then obviously he starts telling them everything's safe.
Right.
It's fine.
Now, GOP, everyone
everybody
else,
else.
I know with the other ones, Duke is just going to be
Yep.
lunch or dinner, and Puffin wants alcohol. So I know that they're just going to happily go along. But GOP is the Batman. So
yes, I am not going to go happily along. I am going to go the roundabout way and try and be sneaky.
What was I saying?
2 hours later,
you go invisible.
Yeah. But no, all right. So you guys get yourself back into town. As you get closer, you can see there's front gate that can be closed, but it's not closed yet. It probably will be here when they get to a certain hour. And you are reunited with each other. And of course, he's explained everything to you in regards to what's going on, at least what he was told is going on. You guys are in the city of Athena. You know where the headquarters are. You know Mother Saba is in the basement there, literally with the artifact. Now, you were in that room. And of course, you saw all the runes, and you've kind of got an idea of the various things. And that symbol in there, because we had one town was sitting on a Minotaur ward, and another one was sitting on the Yeomanjäger, things like that. This one, you don't really know what it is. You don't have any specific historical or occult knowledge.
He has arcane knowledge. Arcane lore is one of his skills.
Oh, well. He's explaining this symbol to everybody. Everybody who does have occult lore or arcane knowledge or anything like that, give me a roll. It's obscure, but someone might get it. It depends on your rank. GOP, make a roll and tell me what your rank is.
Oh, this would be logic.
Yes, and it would be this is logic, so it is recollection. And do you have arcane law and stuff as well? So
I do. That would be a yellow for me.
A yellow, okay. Can you tell me what your rank is, though, please?
Oh, my rank, I'm pretty sure it's unearthly.
Oh, you're very, very high. In this situation, you might actually be the one to get it because it's not specific magical knowledge. So let me have Cascade, please.
Here comes Miss Cascade. She gets 2 column shifts for this.
I know, yeah.
Which should give her... Hang on. I closed her thing like a big dummy. Logic. Her logic is now excellent. So that is 2 column shifts from that. Gives it up to... Yep. Why is everything closed?
A green. Okay.
Nice little green for her.
Let me have Torrent, please.
Torrent, my boy, my Buki.
No,
rolls a 9. He knows nothing.
It's not his specialty, though.
He only knows that he knows nothing. All right,
lady.
With a 9, I don't
Do
think
you
you even
have
know
any?
that.
I think you did take a cult lore, lady.
Magic lore, yeah.
Yeah, you did
Magic
have.
lore,
So
yeah.
give me a. What's your logic? What is your logic?
My logic is only a good 8.
So it's put up to excellent though. Go ahead, give me a roll.
10.
Oh my.
No, but
Wow.
that's all right. I mean, you're just starting. You're a new student, right? This
Yep.
is
Yeah.
obscure. It is obscure. And Puffin, what is your logic, Puffin?
I mean, I have a cult lore, so
I know, but what is your logic, please?
let me take a look. Take a peek. It was right here. Let's see here. There it is. Logic is excellent.
Okay, so it puts up remarkable. Give me a roll, please.
Yes, sir. Nah. Oh,
These rolls
I barely
suck.
missed it.
Yeah, you did. All right, but it's actually the GOP got it immediately, actually, and it's kind of funny because you recognize that symbol, GOP, not because of your arcane studies, but because of an obscure book from over 100 years ago that you enjoyed reading. It was from some guy named H.P. Lovecraft. That is
Oh,
a
great.
symbol. That is a symbol of Azeroth.
Oh no.
Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch.
Yeah, don't touch. Don't
You mean
touch.
Azathoth?
So we've
No,
got
Azeroth, not Azathoth.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Ugh.
so we've got Centaur, we've got, just like regular gods and stuff, and then we'd have just this.
Cosmic
It's like,
entities, yeah.
yes, like, okay, well, that's terrifying.
Well, maybe it seems that a lot of our ideas have become fantasy over time, but they're coming from a concept, right?
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to put out there. But you recognize that, and you definitely know what it is. Even though it's you like, well, that's just fantasy, right? But then again, everything else is kind of considered fantasy, depending on who you're speaking to, right? But nevertheless, this is Athena is sitting upon the ward of Azeroth. So,
Excellent.
and you guys are unified together, and you're in this town. You have whatever credits you guys were able to gather, and he's sitting on 1,000.
Yep.
And you have been requested, at your leisure, to have a sit-down meeting with the abattoir whenever at your convenience. So it
Okay.
is nighttime. There are, of course, places you can stay in the headquarters if you choose to stay outside. There are inns and hotels, and there are even Airbnbs.
Well, I think old Torrent can treat everybody to a nice stay at a hotel.
All right. You find a nicer hotel, and 1,000 credits is actually quite a bit of money in this world, right?
Yeah.
And you guys get rooms, and it does have it just kind of has a more old westerly feel to it, simply because of the situation, right?
Hmm.
It is amazing what an industrial revolution does for the buying and selling and the movement of goods and construction and various things.
Mhm.
People underestimate the power of that, because we
Mhm.
don't have that. And therefore, what you're looking at is actually fairly impressive. But you guys enjoy the hotel. You get the food here. Once again, the food's pretty good here. There's some really good food here. And the people in this place, as you guys are eating and just kind of looking across the room, they're chatting about everything and anything other than drama. They're talking about family stuff. There's some event seems to be coming up here in a week. Everyone's preparing for. It sounds kind of Easterish. But in every place else you were, even the more chill place, people were talking about their situation because everyone here
Mm.
is in this situation, but they're not. they seem to be very happy and copacetic. But you guys are sitting at a table and you can finally have a full on conversation about what you want to do. So go ahead and do that.
Go ahead and do that. Um, we were here after Saba, right? That was originally what we even came after her for.
That's exactly why you're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
do have the file on her brother, by the way.
yes, yes. And he's basically he tells them everything that they actually, you know what he does? He touches the hammer, and then they just see everything that whole
I
conversation.
see.
Yeah.
Well, Puffin
Uh,
sees.
Puffin sees.
well, right. Uh, but we can now we have two people to relay it all. Regardless, it looks like this is Torrent speaking. Looks like Saba is completely neutralized. The Hierophant has her completely under his control, and there's nothing she can do. She's completely in a trance. It seems nothing is her power. Whatever she was able to do before is utterly incapacitated. And the way he has her hooked in is very similar from what the reports were of you guys saw. They had that goat boy hooked in. Feels a lot like justice to me. Like she's getting exactly what she deserves. She's living in her own personal hell. But he said once he's done with her, he didn't tell me when that will be, we can have her if we want. But he also offered us a way out. He said they have a means of coming and going, and we can get out of this zone entirely if we want.
Now you do crack the file.
Mm-hmm.
And in there you have actually not just information on Devlin, but he and his sister as well. Uh, his name is literally is Devlin Cross. He was named this. This is not some made up name. And her name is Jessica Cross. And she took the name Mother Saba. It has information of what they think she did, and it just has something to do with some hoodoo goddess. But their family immigrated to America decades ago, and they were both born in America. They're actually not Haitian as their parents are.
Their
Um,
father's name was Chris.
Yes, yes, it is, and he was in a famous hip hop group when he was a little boy. Uh,
Yeah.
but um, they grew up in Chicago, and they, of course, are heavily involved in the Haitian hoodoo practices, as their mother and grandmother and such before them. And Devlin was basically just a petty criminal. The information you have here until very, very recently. It was only by their data, and it seems to be interview excerpts here with Saba, by the way, and that it was only very recently that they were able to unlock and start creating their Hellion troopers and empowering themselves the way they have. Keep in mind, these are not omnis; these are all effectively magi. They fall under the magical category, right? And it's very recent. Now, Devlin is a petty criminal, but he's a pretty bad one, right? Even though he's not been incredibly successful, this guy will do whatever's necessary, right?
Yeah.
Saba seems to be more focused and a true believer of hoodoo. So she's maybe not as evil as her brother, but we're splitting hairs here.
Yeah.
And they, like I said, they recently got their abilities from the connection. And their intention was mostly all based upon Devlin's desire, because he wanted to have rule the criminal underworld is his dream, right? And his sister was happy to accommodate him in this way, as long as it furthered her hoodoo practices. And like I said, there are some interview excerpts and various things you can look at, but the general information is you have through her studies, they got lucky and hooked into some real magic. They paid quite a bit of their small fortune to get the jinn to come in and help them. And since then, the they've been they went too fast, really, and they caught your attention, and that's how it all went south. So their big time criminal aspirations didn't last very long. And like I said, somehow they're not sure. She became literally attached to the ward magic, meaning the magic is embodying within her, is the data you have on the file.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't good. Honestly, Torrent just sits back because it's not his call. What do you guys want to do? We can, like, the reality is we can either wait for Saba for him to be done, which who knows how long that'll be. We can head back out to the rest of Chicago and see what's going on out there. I'm sure it's not nice. Or we can see if we can track down Cross and finish this once and for all. Saba's neutralized. I'm telling you, you should have seen it. There's nothing left to her that's even remotely a threat at the moment. Maybe eventually, but he's got her completely under control.
And at your convenience, you guys can have a sit down with the arbitoire as well.
Yes.
And to be fair, with the data information you have on Devlin, yes, he is dangerous, but he's not really a threat to anything that's going on here whatsoever.
Yep.
He's a petty criminal who got hopped up on power, and that's about all he is. Although for you guys, that is a serious threat, though.
Yeah. Well, I know I haven't said anything, but I did mention at the start that I didn't exactly travel with you guys.
We still have you on comms.
Yeah, I've kind of been like when I monitored that door and stuff. I wasn't actually there. I was kind of looking through the camera system on the comms. So I'm kind of can I roll for stealth? I want to try and like basically because if he knew to call us right when we were in range, I'm pretty sure I can gather from that we are being monitored.
Well, yeah, sure. And you also have a Duke with you and a freaking Vandal. So it's not like you're stealthy at all.
No. They went. We already established they went in, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that, of course you guys are being monitored. You're very easy to monitor.
I know.
Like,
and
did you not hear me say earlier before we got in contact that I don't feel good about this? Someone's watching us. But no.
Yeah. No, I mean, it makes sense. I'm just saying I'm not with the group.
That's fine. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Okay. So I could see inside their main room, when they were in there. Did I notice any security systems in that headquarters building?
There is security around here, but mainly it's in the HQ, which you're not in, and you haven't been in yet. The town itself has what you would imagine a normal town would have in security, but there's nothing beyond that.
Okay, cool. Can I roll for stealth? Because I know they can see
Yes.
through invisibility. So
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to spend spirit.
Oh, by
on
the
this.
way, you haven't seen a single Morn inside this city.
Oh, interesting.
Not one.
Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, all right, spending it. 67, and I need, what do I need for that? Go up to my hit chart. So I need an 86. Okay. So I spent 19.
You are stealth, sir. What are you doing with it?
Okay. I am sneaking in, and
to what?
I'm going to. Well, I'm not going through the main gate because I don't trust. I'm assuming my character doesn't know if there's anything that could monitor me
right.
from
So
there.
you're
So I'm kind of going
sneaking into the town, is what you're doing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sneaking into the town.
You do
and then
so very easily because no one is actually watching you.
That's fine. And then I'm going to try and sneak into the headquarters.
Okay. This is a little bit more difficult, but
I know.
what is your power rank
For
stealth?
for stealth. That would be. Oh wait, no, I was rolling under unearthly. What was
It would
because I
be
wouldn't
under
have
your
unearthly.
grace, and then with any column shifts you might have.
Oh, it is unearthly. That's right. I have unearthly
Okay.
grace. I forgot.
Yeah, pretty easy. You need green.
Yeah, and like I said, I rolled spent points to get a red. So
Yeah. Excuse me. You're
okay,
able to get in pretty easily.
all right. So I have 60. Okay, so I'm going into the headquarters, and I'm going to try and find a terminal and hack the terminal.
Okay,
Just
do so.
Okay, I'm guessing that's a logic roll. I'll spend some more spirits since I regain it pretty quick. So I didn't need it. I got a red. So
Okay, nice.
naturally,
What do you want? What are you looking for?
I'm trying to gather information, just collect whatever I can, run it through my AI, and I'm just basically trying to see if they're being honest with us, if there's any information they haven't told us that's in their systems, information that'd be prudent for us to know.
Right. All the data here. Matter of fact, you notice that this system, even though it's the more advanced thing that you've now become accustomed to, because they do have access to that future tech more than Omniforce does. But you're accustomed to it now. We established that.
Yeah.
And actually, the security protocols and various things they have in place are less than what you saw at Omniforce headquarters on the other side of the map.
Okay.
And you're just kind of using your AI to go through files, and mostly what you get is this. This is a religious group that is trying to protect God's creation.
Okay. So I don't see anything that would be contrary to anything that they told
Nope.
us so far.
You do
Okay.
see a file that is the AI thinks is pertinent, brings up in regards to the creation of the Morn. And the Morn are actually coming from experiments they did early on because they've been here for a while. In weird, time is weird here.
Yeah.
With the weird mutated animals, that mutation that's going on is was used to create the Morns, and the Morns are used to deal with the Omni threat because the Omni are trying to drop the wards. I explained their whole idea that they think if they do it, it creates a paradox and will right the ship is what they're doing. And this they feel that is absolutely foolish thinking. Do not as if you're smarter than God, right? Everything in
Yeah.
this is very much from a true believer's point of view, right?
What about
So
on Patriot or whatever his name is, the superhero
Patriot
guy?
is classified under several omnis and non-omnis, just affiliated personnel, and he is classified as a threat and also undesirable, but like Saba, a tool that can be used for the greater good.
Okay.
But they do have a
'Cause
file on the Patriot, and do you really want to look at it?
yeah, I wanna know.
That is a bad dude. That's a bad dude. He
Well, 'cause
it's more than just murder. He rapes, and he's just awful, awful, monstrous human being. And the files are very clear that he is not to be trusted, nor is he liked by the druids, but he is useful in regards to
Does it
dealing with
say
the
how
Omni.
he's able to fly without getting attacked by them things?
We already established this.
yeah,
We did?
because yeah,
Yeah, but does it say how he does it? Like, can we replicate it? Is my question.
They tell him not to attack him.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the Morn are controlled by the
right. Now,
Druids.
by the druids, and he works for the druids. He's once again, he's a merc, right? So he'll take money
Yeah.
for whatever, and he has no problem fighting the omnis in that regard. You do see of the file with the on the Morns and experimentation. They do see them as an abomination, and they're not allowed in the city of Athena. And once again, it's one of these undesirable evils that are necessary for the greater good, right?
So
Eh,
there is an HQ, but would I happen to gather this information where the Hierophant actually? Because I want to find like more personal information, that's maybe not stored on a computer here.
mm.
But like it's just
Is
how my
there
characters.
a map of the headquarters? Yes, that's very easy to get. Yeah,
Yes, yeah. So I'll
it's
check that out.
literally on the walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will try and find his living quarters
Yeah.
on the map. I'm not going to go there right now, but
They're literally probably about 50 yards away from you.
okay.
Yeah.
And it's easy to assume he is probably there since it's the middle of the night. Um,
No, he's
Okay.
actually at a prayer mass, but either way.
Oh, well, if he's not there, I'm gonna go check out his room.
All right. You head over to that area. There are, they do have cameras and stuff, but they're not as tight on security as Omniforce is. And you're able to gain access to his quarters extremely easy because they're not even locked. Inside here, you see a very small and Spartan space. There is a desk. There is a kneeling Butsudan area for prayer, a shrine. There's a bed, and there is a small, like, workspace that seems to be used for anything from making food to making potions to whatever. It's kind of a general workspace. And then there is a standing wardrobe, and in the wardrobe, there are basically three sets of clothing. There is his official stuff, it seems. There is his everyday stuff, and then there is his sleeping gown.
Okay. So I would like to basically investigate this area, like search for
Sure. Go ahead.
any hidden compartments or anything like that, or just like in drawers and stuff. And I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing, it looks like I'm not here. So I will.
Yep.
I will roll, and I will add spirit to this since I got plenty. Oh, it's horrible. It's only a 13, which I mean, to get a green, then I only need a little bit. But let's see. I'd like to at least get a yellow here. So I'm basically spending most of the remaining
Sure.
stuff I have left. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, no, I did the roll. I got a
Okay.
13. I spent spirit, so
I
I'm
see.
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, there is nothing in this place that shouldn't be here. Although there is one locked door.
Oh my gosh. I already know. I'm assuming I already know from the blueprint what's in the room, but I can't help myself.
Yeah, it's true.
He's
Go ahead.
compelled.
Yeah, it's a compulsion. I should have made
Go
that a
ahead.
weakness.
You should have.
A
Yeah.
deep compulsion to pick
Broom closets.
doors.
Mhm. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go and try and pick this lock.
Okay.
Oh my
another
goodness!
red.
I say
And
you
I didn't even spend
succeeded.
spirit. Yeah.
Jeez, ow!
I didn't even spend spirit that time. Sweet.
He just looked at it and the thing came open.
Yes, he picks this really easy lock. Do you open it? Do you open it? Do you
Oh,
open it?
do
Yeah.
I?
Dude,
Do I?
it's a broom
Great
closet.
aplomb.
It's a broom closet,
Yes.
everybody. However, in the back of the broom closet, there is a what looks like stack of boxes that has like a towel over it. It's almost, and you have experience with this. It's almost as how you would try to hide a guilty thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
It's his
gosh, you're
porn
telling me I
stash.
went into a broom closet and it actually
got
did
porn.
something?
You did.
Maybe?
You did.
Oh my
It's his
God.
porn
did.
stash. I bet it's of
Porn. I
animals.
called it first. I called
All
it
right.
first.
Well, I'm gonna peek through. Like I said, I'm still doing what I was doing before, so I'm assuming the same role, but
Yeah, you know it is.
Oh,
You remove the covering to try to hide this guilty pleasure of his, and there you see a stack of very old, worn, and well-used board games. And the one sitting very on top that looks to be used the most says Marvel Superheroes Trading Game
whoa! What
What is it? I'm sorry, I had my headset off for a second. What did we find?
from
What's
Fantasy
going on?
Flight.
Was it porn?
Sick
He
wasn't
did a
porn. Board
he
game.
did a Marvel
He's
shout
got
out.
a Marvel trading card game.
Okay, it's just
Oh, it's trading cards,
board
not
game.
the role playing game.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Do you open it? Do you open it?
Of course I do.
Okay. Inside it is the Fantasy Flight games, the one I'm talking about, from about 25 years ago for us. So
Mhm.
it's about 60 years old for him. And in there, you get to choose which character you play with, and you can, just from the wear on the cards, the one that gets used the most by far is Storm, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
excellent choice. I love everything about it.
Excellent choice.
Y'all
Okay,
do
maybe
know
I
this is his
misjudged him.
personal collection, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Right.
Chester's personal collection. He's just
I
Right,
do
yeah.
have that game. It's a great game.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a
but
really
there's
good game.
yeah. All right, so nothing else in here. I make sure
No.
everything is put back
This
exactly
guy
the way it
is
was.
super clean. The headquarters, and they are zealots. That is unquestionable. But it's super clean. And you guys got to deal with that. You have a situation that who's right, who's wrong. They are
Yeah.
fighting what they believe to be the right thing to do, and Omniforce is doing what they think is the right thing to do. This is a situation you're in the middle of, which you have an option. You can wait however long it takes for them to get what they need out of Saba, or you can just leave. And I'm going to get some coffee, and you make your decision.
We can
Well,
inquire about what kind of condition she's going to be in. She may not be in her right mind by the time they're through with her.
doesn't matter. That's not what's important, for being in a right mind or not. But there is also the fact that they did kind of kill a bunch of people when they first came into the city.
Yep.
We've kind of glossed over that fact a little bit, but like maybe, hey, why did you like go to like the main power structure in the city and blow it up?
Well, we can go ask him. We
Yeah,
have an
we'll do
open
that.
invitation to go talk
Yeah,
to him.
but I don't. Yeah, so I will go. I will meet back up with you guys, and it'll be like I was always there.
We'll go to our little hotel. We'll hang out. Cascade and Torrent will enjoy their night.
All night long.
But yeah, I'm
They
not.
got to get some sleep. We got shit to
There's
do.
another kid.
But
I'm not. Yeah. Go ahead.
but regardless, I think we go have the meeting with him, see if we can glean anything out of him. Honestly, telling you, if Saab is neutralized in basically in her own little prison hell, I say we just leave. I don't see how we can solve this conflict. To be honest with you,
Well,
it seems like everybody involved here is perfectly content with fighting it forever.
Well, here's the issue too. If we leave before, like, let's say we leave and we don't, deal with the weird time dilation thing, right? So,
Yep.
okay, so we'll play out the different scenarios. If Omniforce is right and they win, then when we get out of here, we will be back kind of where we started, but there'd be no bubble, and District 1 would be back to normal and all that stuff, right? So supposedly, they want to create the paradox for that. If we leave without that being settled, either the wards remain up, or we just whatever. Like we leave before that stuff is down. I have the sinking suspicion that the god of this universe, Chester, excuse me, I had a little Chester in my throat, will put us into some place in time that is going to be very, very, very awkward for us. Okay, so just saying, that's more metagamey, but I feel like, still.
Well, the way that the Hierophant boy said it made it seem like it was a stable enough back and forth, in and out type way, because we know that people have come and gone for certain. We also know that, we know that our commander can send people in and get them out somehow, or at least she can. What's her name? Zephyr. So there is ways to do it safely. We'll really just have to see. But in all honesty, I don't know what we can solve here. It's not like we're going to talk him out of it. We're definitely not going to talk Omniforce out of anything. And who knows who's right? There's no way for us to know because, well, we just don't know. The only person who has any real connection to this magic is tied up,
Okay, so who would
far away
know?
is.
I
She
think
would.
it's the Jinn.
Saba's the only one who would know. Saba or the Jinn would be the two people we would ask. Saba or Balden. Saba is, according to the Hierophant. Well, we have to get out of here to do that. Saba, according to the Hierophant, is connected directly now to the magic of the wards somehow, and he even doesn't even know how. So she might know what the move is. And from what we understand, we were told that some of the stuff that's going on here is from her at the very beginning. It's something she's done, whether it's to the wards themselves or just the weird time dilation thing. Maybe it has something to do with what she was doing to the ward, fucked up time. We don't know. But the only two people who might have those answers seem to be Mr. Balden or Jessica, who is quite literally in her own personal hell right now.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How close were you able to get to her?
Right next to her.
I could just stick the hammer to her and look back through her past.
If he'll let you. He may not be very encouraged to let you do that.
Well,
we definitely don't want to start a fight with him in his home turf.
Well,
just give it a try.
Just ask him. Hey, can I touch this her where I can read her past?
Can I touch her with my hammer?
Yeah, we can ask him. We'd have to talk to him and ask him regardless. See if he's okay with us using some magic to see maybe we can get some answers. Because it doesn't seem like he knows himself, to be honest. He was very speculative.
Should be back by now.
Doesn't sound like it. He was very speculative on what he does and doesn't know. He is taking on faith that his God is, this is his plan, and all he's trying to do is maintain it. However, it is very interesting that he survived when all of his fellow druids, for the most part, as far as we know, were gobbled up, or at least a lot of them were.
Another question to ask.
Here. They're here.
Some of them are here. We don't know if the ones from that are here.
Yeah, we'll. That's another question to ask him. I'm personally inclined to, for one, I don't think our group by ourselves has really the firepower to take on this entire base by ourselves.
No.
Right? So I feel like that's kind of a moot point right now, regardless. So the real question is, should we stay or should we go? And
it's a good song.
Yeah, I was gonna make another reference to it. It's fine. Okay, but I think we should stay. At the very least, I want Mother Saba. Like that was a thing. And if things go wrong, okay, well they go wrong. But I don't think we can. I don't think we have the firepower, even if we wanted to stop whatever they're doing, to stop whatever they're doing.
No, we definitely
I feel like that's kind of a moot point. So let's. I still think we should stick it out till it's over. And then deal with
that could be centuries. We have no idea. We have to ask. We have to talk to him, see what he's trying to do, because we don't even really know what he's trying to do. We just know he's doing something with her.
Yeah.
Tor really wasn't in a position to ask a question of that magnitude at the time.
Okay. Any questions for me?
Chester, real quick,
Yeah.
he had said, I'm trying to remember when we were talking to him that he can get us out, right? He can get us out
Yep.
of the time dilation.
He offered, yeah.
As far as we know, that there's no danger to that, right? It's just he can just get us out back into where we were, or roughly where we were.
There didn't seem to be anything in his tone otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Because
we're not
what we
gonna
were
get thrown
thinking,
in some random time is the
yeah,
point.
we don't want to get thrown to the time before time itself, back into the primordial times or something.
Well, the
Also,
time inside Chicago and the world itself is not affected. Here is
right.
affected.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Also,
if you leave, for instance, you would come back with I don't know, it's been how many weeks? We've been here a month?
roughly,
I
yeah.
don't think it's been that long. But
Maybe
yeah.
not
Yeah,
even.
probably about 3 weeks, give or
Yeah,
take.
it's close to a
Travel
month.
and everything.
And you would find yourself back in that space in Chicago within that time frame. However,
Okay.
if you then came back, you don't know where you would end up. It could be 200 years in the past. It could be 100 years in the future. That's the
Right.
issue.
Okay.
It's coming in. It's not going out.
The other
All right.
question, or what we seem to know from all that we know here, the only people who would have the knowledge of what's actually going on with these wards, because if I remember correctly, it's the Omniforce was under the impression that Saba wasn't just connected to the wards; that a lot of what was happening was from her specifically,
Right.
what she was
And you
doing.
now know that somehow the druids don't seem to know, but somehow she got herself literally connected to the Enochian magic. They don't
Right.
know how.
So there's only two people who can answer that question that we know of: her
Right?
and Balden,
And Balden.
because he is in fact the one who did it to her effectively.
Yeah.
Or he might have literally done it. We don't know. He may have done that on purpose. So he's the one I think we need to talk to. In order to do that, we can try and get a message out to him from here, but I doubt he's going to want to speak to us through time dilation and everything
And you
else.
did see there was time dilation communication going on at Omniforce HQ. You did see that.
Yep.
Yep.
It is
Yep.
possible.
Well, there's a third option
Mhm.
that we discussed.
Yep.
Yeah, ask me all your questions first, please. Yeah. Go ahead.
Why can't I just walk down there and touch her with a hammer?
Boop.
Read her pass, see what she did.
You could always make an offer for it. Like you said, the Hierophant has offered to sit down. You can always talk to him
And he
offer that.
also, the Hierophant also is looking
That
for
magic
answers
is-
more than anything. it
He is.
seems.
And that magic of your hammer, that's pretty serious shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it could cause trouble for all we don't know. We don't know
Well-
what's going on with her.
I think the sit down thing I think is a given regardless of I mean, I'm leaning towards staying to get her at the very least, so till they're done with her.
Okay.
Well, we can
Assuming
ask
that's-
him how long he plans to
Yeah.
keep her.
But no, we should definitely regardless we should go speak with the Hierophants.
Okay. Any other
Yep.
questions before we do that?
Let's see. We asked about that. No, I think I'm good. Anybody else got a question?
We were going to inquire about the other druids. Did they all
Mhm.
Did they get sacrificed, or they're here with him?
Oh no, from the conversation that Torrent had, they all died, including the Hierophant himself. But
Yeah, he was brought back.
He was brought back by he said, as far as he's concerned, from the creator for a purpose.
Yeah. But none of his compatriots were.
No. Everybody
Okay.
here is now obviously I told you the universal church here of these the Druid circle there are many members worldwide, so but those were pretty high end priests that sacrificed themselves. Yes.
Okay.
The order the circle took quite a hit on that day, and they did it willingly. So it doesn't matter
Plus-
whether
Yes,
you
for the-
believe in their religious ideas. You have to respect the temerity.
I have a
Plus-
question.
Yeah.
Do we know the magic source of the dome itself? We know it's of divine level. It's incredibly powerful and basically unbreakable. But do we know what magic it is?
It's Enochian.
It is Enochian?
And it is because they used the wards to create the dome. You know that. That was established day one, right?
They channeled it.
They channeled it. Same thing that Saba was doing, or at least somewhat similar. And of course, this Enochian magic is a little bit different. I mean, as if Enochian magic isn't powerful enough. This has what they, we've already covered this. They are the Druids are referring to as the God spark in it. So it's Enochian plus.
Extra special
Yeah.
Enochian.
So yeah, it's badass. Although in your conversation with the Hierophant or the Arbiter now, he doesn't believe the wards can be broke anyway, but it is
Right.
his due diligence to make sure they can. That's what you got from
Okay.
him. This is simply due diligence.
Well, from what I understand, at least unless I'm wrong, and this is to everybody, X-Force or X-Force,
Omniforce.
Omniforce,
Yep.
and by extension, Omnicore, we would assume to some level, wants to do what they're doing to get the dome down. Right, like we said, we know the paradox move,
Right.
everything. That's
Right.
their whole goal.
Yeah. I mean, from the point of view of the parties involved, their point of view. It doesn't necessarily have to be your point of view, but their point of view is very simple.
Yep.
The Druids want to let God's plan be God's plan. And if God planned for Chicago to be locked down and the zone to be the chaos that it is forever, then that's God's plan. End of conversation. Right?
Yep.
The Omnis, being the good corporate government people they are desperately looking for a situation to fix the situation, which would be to get the dome off of Chicago, because they didn't ask these damn Druids to do that shit, right? One.
Right.
And two, to release the people trapped in the zone back to their lives, because I guess they're pretty confident in their opinions on the science. I guess you don't really know because you haven't had that secondary conversation with Omniforce and Omnicore. However, I guess from their point of view, the paradox would reset everything, and everybody, including you, would find yourself back here on session 1 of our little campaign with no memory of anything that's happened. That's their plan, and they think will happen. Or if they're wrong,
That's their
then you
theory.
have 200 antediluvian monsters that are going to be walking the planet,
Yeah.
devouring everything in their path. So
True. There's one weird issue though. When you just kind of create a loop, because if it's going back to the start, then when the druids just come back and do the same thing over again.
I'm guessing you have to either say I trust the science or God, hallelujah.
Yep, right. It's not a well. Here's the thing: they were testing to see if the word, well, according to them, and so far I haven't seen anything deceptive per se. At least they believe what they're saying, from what I can tell. Could
Yeah,
be wrong.
it's all about true belief on both sides, really.
Yeah. So with these people doing their tests, right? They're trying to do a test to see if they can, according to them, um, basically help prove that the barriers are unbreakable. I guess is what they're doing.
That's what they stated. Yeah.
Well, then there's really no harm in unless it's like going to take forever. But there's really no harm in waiting for that point, because if they can determine that
It's a bright,
unbroken.
fresh day, and there's an open invitation to sit down with
Yes,
the
I know.
Arbiter.
That's what we're doing. We're just talking about it first.
Let's go
right.
talk to him. I think we need
I'll be
to.
right back.
Oh, well, that's the guy we need. When he gets back, we need to ask the question. He wants
that would be-
information.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be super useful. Yeah.
Yeah, if he'll let us without, getting all ass mad about it, we might as well do it. We
You
have an ability to get infinite information from somebody.
This guy is the ultimate stoic. You're not going to see any
Well,
manner of
you know what I
emotional
mean.
outburst. Yeah,
He may
um,
not enjoy. He may not agree that it's wise with all the
maybe. But
magical stuff going on.
the thing about his hammer, though, is that is very serious magic, and not
Mhm.
only does it see the truth, it sees the truth whether you know the truth or not.
Right, sees reality.
It sees reality, and that's super handy.
Yeah, it's powerful. It was a good get for the hammer.
It is a good get.
Good get.
And as soon as we created that, I tied it in because I was looking for an artifact, and I found one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to use the
Noise.
restroom. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
No.
all right.
Yeah. There's definitely a story here, and we're getting very close to the conclusion of the story. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the conclusion that you guys will take, but we are getting very close to the, full circle.
Yep. I think we need to either go get or at least go speak to Mr. Balden and see if we can offer him something to get him to come.
Well, our boss was talking to us, so we
That's
don't
right.
He
know if he
was.
got ported
right.
out or not.
Well, it's been a couple of weeks since you've spoken to your boss, since you were
Yeah.
at the headquarters. You did have a small conversation with him, and he wasn't happy that you didn't listen to him, but since you didn't and you're there anyway, be helpful, is what he said.
Yes. But my point is, aside from Saba, who is quite literally incapacitated, the only one who's going to have any kind of answers is him. Real answers. So what it seems like we need to do, if we can manage it, is get a summit together of the leaders of all these factions and him, and he can answer all the questions possible.
Maybe.
And maybe we can come to some sort of agreement here, because I don't see any reason why the magic that's holding Chicago in place can't make sure the wards don't get opened. If it was channeled from it to begin with, why can't it be redirected? That's my theory.
Well, you would have to ask
But
that question. Yeah.
He would know the answer to that question. This is Cascade thinking about magic energies now.
That question, the Arbitoire would know the answer to, or maybe
Okay.
Balden too. We don't really know what Balden knows and what he doesn't know.
He's not exactly been forthcoming with all his information, has he?
Well, he seemingly was.
Well, I'm not saying he's being dishonest, but he clearly knows more than he's telling us. Obviously, because he is of the same ilk as that magical source, and can tap into it apparently, which, according to our friend here, is extremely impressive.
It is. It's seemingly impossible.
Right.
Now, the magic of the Jinn is a form of Enochian magic, right? It is slightly different. But then again, we haven't really delved into the complexity of magic here because this was supposed to be a one shot. 28 episodes later.
20 episodes, yeah, but more like 23 weeks.
Something like that. 23, 24.
More really, because we did jump a little bit of time here or there. But I'd say we're a year in, right?
Yep.
In game. Yeah. More now. You guys you've been here nearly a month. So it's more than a year. Yep. Anyway, we're waiting for Puffin and GOP. Damn
must
their
be taking
bowels.
a deuce.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have dust blowing here in West Texas tomorrow.
Nice.
Up on the
Or not
plains, they're
nice.
supposed to have wind anywhere from 70 to 92 miles an hour.
Oh, a tropical storm. Nice. Yeah.
And that's going to bring up the dust.
And do you like the dust? Is that a good thing or
No.
a bad? It sounds like a bad thing.
No. It is a bad thing. It's like any other kind of dust storm.
I've only seen them on the videos. I've never actually experienced a dust storm. I've seen dust devils in person.
Those are fun.
Yeah, but
What do we got here?
they're not
Tomorrow, for
stimulated.
me, are you ready for this? In the middle of February, it is going to be 68 degrees and sunny.
Nice.
That's the only good thing about living here is the weather can get crazy, but most of the time, it's pretty chill.
It's colder than
Yeah,
that
we're
here.
sending warm water your way, warm air your way, and taking some cold because it's supposed to get colder again here.
Yeah. Now I'm in
Like
the
in the
40s, I'd
40s.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can check.
Yep.
I don't really calculate in my head. I just kind of live it because I'm in a metric world now, right?
Mhm.
Right. Sadly.
It's 54.4 Fahrenheit.
Yep. That's what it was here today.
Yeah.
No, we're in the middle of a little heat box, probably caused by that storm, and you got pressure coming from the west. What happens is because we're between the lakes, we get these really weird weather patterns that, like, it'll get really, really cold here. It gets colder here than most places of the country, except for like North Alaska on average. And then it'll just be warm as shit and fine. So we'll have winters that are just super warm because this used to be a swamp, right? We'll have winters that were super warm and they'll be balmy, and then we'll have winters that are brutal cold and dry. And you just don't know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get both.
It's been super dry this winter. Super. Everyone wants some rain. For sure. We don't salt the roads here, so during the winter you don't really tend to wash your cars very much.
Yeah.
But boy, my car really needs it. Sports cars aren't supposed to be dusty. But it just because it's winter, give it a day and it's going to look exactly the same, right?
Yep.
Yep. GOP, are you back yet? Boy, he must be having trouble.
I just got back. What's up?
We were just talking about your bowel movements.
Yeah.
Anyway, we
Riveting
go to a
conversation.
meeting.
That's not who we're waiting on.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it is.
Well, now he says he's back.
Well, he's
Okay.
been
Uh-huh.
back.
I've been
Puffin's
back.
been here, waiting for GOP.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no.
it's before lunch, and you guys go to the headquarters, and you request to a sit down with the arbitrator, and you are Roquin, and you're taken to his office, which is really kind of part of a cathedral. Well, I don't know if I'd use that grand a word, but church. And he's in the he's in there and he's talking to a couple of assistants. He sees you and he motions for you to have a seat, and he asks one of the assistants to bring some tea. And he sits down. He says, "Welcome, welcome," and he names you each by name, and welcomes you to Athena, and says that he is happy to answer any questions you have. There was a pot on the boil already, so the tea is brought to you. It is a Japanese green tea, a matcha. And if you choose to have it, which we know the blue furry monkey won't, it's pretty good quality for
Yay.
the circumstances. But then again, we are dealing with druids. So
Yep.
you are sitting talking to Roquin. What do you want?
I'll speak up and I'll ask him. So your impressive little stunt that you pulled, well done. But I had an idea that perhaps I could get you some information on exactly what happened to the ward.
That would be quite useful. How would you go about this, my ancient friend?
I would have to make contact with Saba.
What do you mean contact?
I have the ability to read people's pasts and look through the events that they've done, suffered, transpired, everything. So if I touch her with the hammer, I can look back through her past and know the moments whenever she had this event happen with her powers.
You are speaking of psychometry. Interesting.
Yes.
We know your hammer is quite powerful. We did not know it was capable of that. May I see it? He puts his hand out.
Um, I'll let him hold it if he wants, or if he just wants me to perform psychometry on him.
No, he wants to hold it.
Yeah, I'll just hand
He
him the
wants to
hammer. That's
examine.
fine.
He takes it. He looks it over. Now this guy is, like I said, rather tall and statuesque. He's probably about 6'5", 6'6". Um, and he's an impressive. It's kind of hard not to be impressed by his presence. But he looks it over. You see his hand glows a little bit with some magic. The hammer reacts to that glowing magic that he's using. He holds it for, literally like less than 3 minutes, looking it over, looking at the runes and stuff like that, and he hands it back to you.
Hmm.
Do you know what magic it is that empowers this device?
Uh, Many people have told me many different things. I'm not exactly sure.
Yes. Well, I believe this is an Atlantean attempt at Enochian magic.
Mm,
Very interesting.
interesting.
Very rare. I am a student of artifacts. I do enjoy these manner of studies. They are frivolous, of course, but we must all have our pleasures. And then GOP laughs in his invisible form. I know your marvel secret. Uh,
Your marvelous secret.
yes. And he says, well then. He stands up and he says, "Follow me."
I'll follow.
You're all invited. So this sit down just became a walk, and we're heading down toward the same place that Torrent was yesterday. Do you guys want to ask any questions while walking, or just wait?
I've
I
asked my
guess.
questions.
Well, I'm not the one who. Well, actually, I might be the one now to talk, but no, I'll leave it to our more social characters.
The
Okay.
social butterflies, if you will. All right, so we're doing. We did the hammer situation. We did that question. What else did we want to ask him? I'm trying to remember.
Maybe why did they blow up Omnicore?
Yeah, yeah. First, though, you wanted to know how long a rough timeline that he needs Saba for, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll ask. Old Torrent will ask him that question. Uh, Sir, you
Yes.
said when I was talking to you the other day or yesterday, whenever it was, that we could potentially take Saba once you have what you need from her. If what would that timeline look like as long as nothing else here works out?
7 days. However, uh, this might be moot here momentarily.
Yes, that was why I was asking, just in case, because we do want to try and. She's done a lot of bad things. We'll put it
Yes,
that way.
she most certainly is an insidious creature, and you are welcome to have
Mm,
her.
thank you. What else do we want to ask him? Let's see. All about the building. Speaking of bad things, I think I already know the answer to this, but we were wondering when you first showed up. Your. Hang on a sec.
Okay.
Why did you target
No,
Omnicore headquarters?
sorry, the wife walked in. Yeah. What? Why did you decide to? Why Omnicore headquarters specifically did you do your ritual at? A lot of well, maybe you don't think so, but we would have think so. Innocent people died that day.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Well, one, it's in the direct center of the city. Two,
Mm.
it is effectively the tallest building in the city. And three, the unfortunate soul of the young myth that was abused and used by Saba and her compatriots, unfortunately needed to be part of the catalyst, and he was being held in that building.
I see.
And yes, many people died. But understand that if the wards are broken, Everybody dies.
Oh, we understand. We understand. We have one other question before we get there. We do have contact. I'm sure you've heard of this with Balden, with the Jinn that helped her. He may have very well even done this to her, for all as we know. If we could facilitate it, if we could facilitate a form of a summit with you, with him, with our commander, and maybe even the leader of the Omni Force that's here, would you be willing to have a conversation with all of them?
I have offered the very sensible thing you have offered. I have done already, and I have been rebuffed at every instance.
Hmm. I'll see what I can do.
That would be useful. You guys find yourself in the same chamber Torrent was in yesterday. Like I said, it's impressive. It's carved out of solid rock. And it's just the engineering and beauty of the architecture of this room is impressive. It's very large. It's cavernous. We are quite underground. You actually used a lift to get down here, and it's something that they kind of makeshift lift, but it works well enough, and it's built to carry quite a bit of weight, actually. And you, of course, see Saba in the same situation she was yesterday. She is in a chair, heavily bound in that chair, and there are many, sensors and wires coming off of her that have been attached to the, about a 10-foot tall dome of marble, a gold veined marble rock that is in the direct center of the room. And he walks over, and the abattoir just puts his hand out and to the Vandal. Vandal, do
Mhm.
your thing, dude.
All right, I'll spend spirit. I want it to be the best it can be, and I've been rolling garbage.
Roll your power rank, please, sir.
Best around.
And if you have any arcane or occult knowledge, you may add that to this roll.
Okay, so 51. If the hammer's effect is amazing, so this be incredible. I go up for occult knowledge. 51 will be a green. I'll spend 10 spirit to make it a. Well, actually, no, 5 spirit to make it a yellow.
Perfect. All right. So you really concentrate. You take a moment of seriousness, which is rare for your character, but and you really delve into it. Now, from your point of view, when because you're so old, you don't perceive time as like other people do, just from your lived experience. And when you use this ability, it actually, from your point of view, you can feel like you spending days doing this on some occasion because of the perception of it. For everyone else, it's literally a few seconds, but for you, it's not. But like I said, your unique nature of your character, this is of little issue to you. You know how to kill time, right? You've been
Indeed.
doing it for thousands of years, or 1,000 years, more than 1,000 years. And nevertheless, this is what you get. Mother Saba, you see her entire childhood. Um, because once again, the hammer shows you reality, not the truth that whatever truth she thinks she knows. You see
Mhm.
actual reality. And what you see is a little girl who's desperate for some love and attention from the people around her. Her family pays very little mind because they're all involved in their various shady enterprises. Her mother, who she did learn some stuff from, died when she was pretty young, leaving her to be raised by her father, who was rather detached. He didn't harm her particularly, but he's a professional criminal, although a very low end one, and she didn't get much attention. So the person that she sought the most attention from was the person who was closest to her, her brother. And she does everything she can for the love of her brother, even though he is just as detached as his father. He doesn't, you can see where when he says good girl or thank you or something like that, to her, she's elated, but he really doesn't care. What can she give me? Right? So she is delusional in this regard of the love of her brother. This you can see. She is another true believer. We've been dealing with a lot of those here. In hoodoo, she is very, very stout and consistent follower of the faith because it is a religion. Keep that in mind. And she's very dutiful, and she has very, very hard work, and she studies. She does the due diligence, right? And uh, then you see her learning, and you see her brother's ambitions, and yada yada yada, bringing us up to her meeting with Balden. Now she had done research and stuff, and had learned about the Enochian wards, and had gained information that there might be one in Chicago, which is weird because that's where they live. And eventually, using some of her brother's resources, once again, he did because he thought there was profit for him, they found it. They put out feelers in the underworld for someone who might be able to help them with this kind of magic because it's not her kind of magic, even though she was established quite well in hoodoo. And then we come to the meeting with Balden. Now, you remember talking with Balden, and he's very friendly, maybe even slightly bombastic, and extremely chill individual. And he's no different in this meeting. However, you find yourself at a point you keep rewinding in your head this moment because something's wrong. Give me a wisdom roll.
Do I add anything to this?
No, this is straight wisdom. This is observation.
Boo. Oh, I have excellent wisdom. All right, let's see what happens. Hiya! Oh, it was on 70. Boo. So that is
Just
2
short.
spirit,
Okay.
and I'll get a green.
So you have green. And it's enough for you to be like, something is definitely wrong. Now, you guys are watching this take place. Usually it's a few seconds of him doing this. We've been about 20 seconds in. You've never seen him do this for this long before. Give me another roll. That was enough to pique your interest.
All right, let's see what I can do this time.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no! Oh
Second
no
week in a
no
row.
no!
And his
give
mind was wiped. He forgets everything he's ever known.
give me a willpower roll, please. What is your willpower?
Oh man,
What's
that's
my
rough.
Oh, will? Excellent.
Give me a
Do you have
roll.
any spirit? You might want to.
72.
That's
Oh.
betterer. That's
Oh,
betterer.
God.
Is it a red?
It is
It
is-
a yellow. Oh no, that'd be a.
Yellow.
Oh yeah, it's a yellow. It's better than everyone.
Did we use spirit on this roll?
I was using spirit on all my rolls. If you need it to be a red, I can't see the bottom of the chart. So I
You
don't know
need
what red
95,
is.
so that would be 23. Do you have that much spirit left?
I do. I have 39.
All right, so burn your 23. Puffin, the vandal, kind of straightens. His hair literally stands up as if it was an extreme case of static electricity. His eyes widen, and a puff of smoke comes out of his mouth, and he goes, ugh, and he falls over, unconscious. But not dead,
Well,
because he got it red. Nice. The Hierophant, the Arbitor, sorry. He's like, well, that's interesting. He looks over at Candace and he says, I have been informed that you are a healer, or Cascade, sorry. Candace Owens
yes.
came to mind.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
an
no.
insult.
She went sideways, didn't she? Boy, she went sideways. She was doing
Oh,
such
she's
a good
always
job.
been a psycho bitch. Always. Since
Yeah.
day one. She was just very good at fooling people.
Clearly.
Yes, and that was literally my next move. She's immediately going to be like, What are you doing? Get up.
All right. You use your magic to heal him, but this is not as easy as all that. Give me a roll.
Yeah.
Using your
Oh,
magic.
this guy.
And you don't there's no bonuses from arcane or anything like that. This is straight power use. Roll.
This guy. Hang on. What is his power? What is her magical healing power? I don't remember. I think it's yes. Okay. All right. Spirit for show. What do I need? What color do I need? I got a 45
that's
under
for
power
me to
use,
know
which is
and you to
incredible.
find out. Ha!
That's a green. Is that enough?
Did you spend any spirit on that?
No, it's a green at the moment. What color do I need?
Did you spend spirit? Is my question.
Yes, I said I was going to use
Good,
spirit.
good.
Currently, no, I didn't use any
you need
because
a
I don't know
yellow.
if I need to.
You need a yellow. So
Okay.
whatever you need for
My
that.
goodness, it was like pulling teeth. I need 66. So I need 21. So yeah, we're good.
Okay,
We're
very
good.
With that, you kind of with a jolt have to move back because the vandal literally sits up instantly straight, and he's not speaking English. Mary's speaking some form of German. He's the Disser Bastard Baldan.
I heard Baldan in that.
Yeah.
I think I heard bastard too.
You did. You just woke up completely finishing your psychometry and understanding everything that you need to understand, and you shot up like a rocket there, Puffin. And
I
you
like
just I
rockets.
don't know why I just decided to put it in German. It's not my fault.
Mhm.
Anyway,
I knew anyways.
yeah, it's true. But you saw 100% with your and even with your limited understanding of magic, frickin' Balden did all of this. This is his fault.
I knew I couldn't trust him. His name's Bal, for crying out loud.
It is.
I'll let him.
He's a
I'll
servant.
let
of
him
Bal.
know.
You're mad. You want your hammer to crush things.
Mm-hmm. I will just look at Saba looking. So I'll explain what happened. Are you done with? You done with her? Raise his hammer.
Not
Now,
recording days.
Hang on.
now, your understanding with Saba and seeing her life, because you literally played her entire life. This is she's not innocent. She's made decisions, but it's kind of a sad guilt though with her, because she has been used and abused by everybody around her. Now she chose to be oblivious and go along with it for sure, but she's nowhere near as guilty as Balden
Or her brother.
or her brother, but that's just another petty person being petty, really. But Balden used his magic. You see the moment that he is directly connecting her to the ward magic. She didn't see it, but you see it because you're looking at it from a third person point of view. Balden absolutely put this in motion. You don't know why, you don't know his purpose, but he is responsible. He is the one that connected her. And this is a type of magic we know from talking to Roquin that shouldn't even be possible. But then again, to be honest, how many living beings these days actually understand Enochian magic? Not a lot.
Or who are contemporaries of the Enochi because it was the angels and the jinn.
That's right. And of course, therefore, the living people who are involved, because no one ever sees an angel, right, are the jinn. So they would be the ones that know most about it. But this is unarguable. You saw it. So
I will let all of them know I am very upset. And in my head, I'll just I knew they granted wishes.
in a way,
Yeah.
He granted
He
his
did.
own wish, selfish dastard.
now you are recalling to Rogue Quinn which you saw and things like that. I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Still in
Give me.
German.
He is casting magic on you. Would you choose to resist or not?
No, I'm distracted by being upset. I'm still like "Rah, rah,
Okay.
rah, grumble, 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 grumble.
After you say all of that, and he uses his magic, he says, "You are being extremely truthful, and the magic of this hammer cannot be argued." I suppose this does not change things, but it does add a wrinkle. Why would the Jinn want this scenario?
When he came here, he said he was on a mission and then got trapped.
Yes.
Which was clearly a lie. Well, he was on a mission, but it doesn't
Didn't
seem like
Saba
he's
had to summon him?
trapped. No, he
So
was
he
already
was
here.
the-
Well, you do know, Saba, I just told you, Saba did go to channels and they did connect to get a hold of someone to come help, and Balden is the one who showed up. Now, he
Right.
can only see her point of view of it. He doesn't know what was happening on the other side of that contact chain or Balden's motivation because he's not doesn't have Balden in front of him, right?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there was communication that went out from Saba for absolutely, yeah.
I look at Torrent's going to look at old Roquin and ask him a serious question. You are under the belief that it was the creator who willed you to trap everybody in here. What if the plan wasn't to trap everybody? It was to trap him, to stop him from doing whatever it is he was clearly trying to do.
I would hope that the creator would have told me such a thing, but that is arrogance to assume.
Mm.
Anything is possible. Maybe the creator has done this intentionally to protect from whatever he was doing, or maybe it is simply the machinations of evil.
Could be. Could be. One other question. This is just purely for us who can fly. The Morn who knocked us out of the sky. Could you make it so they can't do that? So we can fly? Because it'd be very helpful to be able to fly in this zone.
He's casting magic. Does anyone choose to resist?
No.
Anybody
No.
else?
No.
I'll let it
Puff.
slide.
Puffin?
Do I have any sense of the nature of this magic?
You probably not. No.
Can I
Okay,
just do
well,
an
I mean,
insight just to see if he's I don't think he is, but just see if he's intending us harm, I guess.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. That's still technically enough.
A green, anyway.
Yeah.
It's just barely a
No,
green.
he's responding to a request.
Okay, then I'm not gonna fight it.
Puffin?
nope, not gonna. I can't fly, so it doesn't matter to me.
That's fair. Yes, you are warded against the Morn completely. They won't even attack you now.
I can
What?
jump good though.
You can. Yeah.
So the question is, do you still need Saba? Now that we know what we know.
Well, mainly
still
we
need-
have discovered that her magic alone and her involvement has no effect on the wards at all. Although she
Mhm.
was connected to it, we were still curious as to how. Now we know how. A Jinn has used Enochian magic to do so. It is a weakness of ignorance here, but nevertheless, you are free to take her and go as you like.
How did you
Thank you.
prevent her from using her powers? I just want to know so as we go, she's not gonna teleport on us.
He goes
Real
over.
nasty.
He walks over to her, and he gently puts the back of his hand on her face and pushes her head to the side, and he then takes two of his fingers and lifts and shows you a talisman that has been put around her neck.
Cascade doesn't want to touch that.
No. She's completely depowered with this.
Yeah. It's
If you wish
it's a
to,
magic nullifier.
if you wish to leave and take her with you, simply let. And he looks on the other side from you, who's been watching the entire thing go on. The abbot is standing there. He
Yeah.
will accommodate you in any way you need. I suppose vengeance might be a thing, but it would be nice to know why the Jinn got involved and their intentions. But what is done is done.
Do you have
we
another?
intend to ask.
Yeah, this isn't the end.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have another amulet like that, like in a box or something?
That is a highly expensive item.
You're not going to be able to get it around him.
I pull out a checkbook.
If we could somehow get that, like, just suppress Balden, I could just stick the hammer on him and look through his past and without his magic to mess me up.
Well, I'll leave that to you. I have other responsibilities. I will allow you to keep the one that is about her. I'm assuming the Omnicore has its ability to restrain dangerous criminals.
Oh, for certain.
Yeah. We
For
got some
certain.
powerful tranquilizers.
He is as emotionally upset as this guy could possibly be, which isn't a lot.
Mhm.
He doesn't show
Um,
emotion.
One last question Cascade's going to ask him here.
Yeah.
Do we need a way to contact you when we're back on the outside?
He needs to reflect, and he says, certainly, just the abbot will accommodate you. And
Thank
he literally walks out of the room with his hand upon his forehead, and he leaves because that was not what he wanted to hear.
He needs to go meditate.
He needs to go play some
The
board games.
abbot is, as soon as he leaves the room, the abbot starts laughing his ass off. He thinks it's absolutely hilarious. He's like, Jesus, you people. He said you were an anomaly, and now I get it. It's that frickin' hammer. But nevertheless, that's funny. So all this shit was set up by some third party. Nice. You got to kick. Excuse me. You got to kick that guy's ass or what?
Gonna try
We're going to
to.
see if we have to.
All right. Well,
We'll see if we have to.
As he
boss will
said, the
right out of
reality
here.
is we have to deal with it here. And you said you would try to go to bat and try to communicate with Omnicore and maybe put some sense in Omniforce. And if we haven't had any success with that, if you can, that would be great. But honestly, it would be really nice to understand what's going on. So whenever you're ready, we'll package her up and send your asses on. He walks up and seemingly once again magically appears with a Guinness for everybody. Cracks his own as he's leaving, just laughing
That's
his
his whole
ass off.
power.
He thinks
I
it's
haven't had one of these in a long time.
well. He and the Arbiter are actually very. The Arbiter is more powerful, but they're both have very similar powers. They come from the same source. The Scripture ability allows them to not only animate things but also to create things. Now, the Roquin would use it for pious means. The abbot
Not for alcohol?
No, the abbot the abbot is a necessary thug.
Yeah.
But he's
Hey,
also
Abbott,
he is a true
can you get
hey
to that?
Abbot. Yeah. He is a true believer though. You've gotten this from your conversations with Torrent and him. But he is that rough around the edges that gets shit done, the guy you need, right?
Whew.
And he likes Guinness for
We
some
got
reason.
Sabo. We got Sabo. He's probably Irish. That would explain the shortness.
Yeah.
We got Saba. That's good. We did get what we came for.
So
The problem we're going to have, I'm saying this to the group, the problem we're going to have is once we're back out of here, I have a sneaking suspicion Cross is going to come for us. Devlin. He wants his sister, I'm sure.
If Cross is
sure he
here, and
How's he getting out then?
Yeah.
We don't know.
I'm gonna
We don't
look
know if he
at
can or not.
GOP. Just rig up a bomb collar. If he tries anything, just kaboom and put it on her.
Well,
Well-
I mean, it's up to you. She is completely sedated with that talisman upon her, but you can do whatever things you want. They actually take and wrap her up like a mummy and put her in a carrying satchel, effectively. Um, so someone like Duke could literally just one-handed carry her around. But they do truss her up. You guys, of course, can leave whenever you want. There is no rush on this. She's being put in holding. Whenever you want to leave, let them know.
Okay.
Okay.
I say we take her right over to the prison area.
So
Does
you
that
leave.
be-
You're going to leave with her immediately. Go back to Chicago. Okay. So
Yeah, because I mean, we can come back if we need to, but yeah.
Roquin is not there. But Abbott is. He oversees the entire situation, as Roquin asked him to. And basically, you're brought into a chamber that is above, but it's clearly has wires and stuff connected to the actual ward room itself. And they're doing the same thing everybody else is doing. They're using this superior magic for various things, and they have a very teched out gate. It's not smooth and the final prototype type of thing. It does look kind of rough and jury rigged, but it allows you literally to port back to Chicago and in. He comes up to each one of you and he hands you. He has a box. He opens it up. He says, "A little bit of parting gift," and there are a total of 4 rings inside.
Uh-oh. The rings
We
of
can
power.
bind them and we make Captain Planet.
No. Definitely not. He says, this right here will let you communicate. You'll need some kind of mirror or something, which I'm assuming you can accommodate. He looks at a Cascade. Although
Yeah.
your magics are different, magic does respect magic in a basic sense, right?
Sure.
But you need some kind of mirror to do it, but you can communicate. And of course, if you communicate with those rings on, you come back and forth as you like. Come back and see us sometime. And the good thing about the rings is they keep you static. Put them on now. Because if you don't, who knows when you'll end up if you decide to come back. But this will lock you in this time where you are right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, put them on.
Can
Right.
I? Well, I mean, I'm looking at it. Can I just do a quick investigation of the? I mostly trust
You're an
them at this point.
extremely cautious furry blue monkey. We know.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Before I put it on, I have a question.
That would be a green.
You can use the
So
hammer and
you're-
check it, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying, wait a minute, if I go outside, I could go into the past.
No, only
No.
you.
Oh.
Only if you come back in here. You don't know where you're going to end
Oh.
up in time. You ended
Oh,
up
okay.
when you ended up, and honestly, you guys don't even know where in time you are in here.
Right. Correct.
You don't know that, right?
Time's all wonky.
It's all wonky. But no, in the real world, time is about a month has passed, and it's been over 2 weeks since you spoke to Yamazaki-san. In the real world, it's only coming back in, but this will lock you to this time, which is why you must put it on now, because it's going to lock you to the temporal flow that's happening at this particular second, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
it also allows you to communicate magically, but like I said, you need a mirror. But Cascade she understands what he means. No
She
problem.
probably has a mirror in her purse.
Well, she is Hermione.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. She really is. The amount of magical knowledge I've given her is outrageous.
So she knows, or she can find out. But nevertheless, he gives you guys a wry smile, and you guys, Duke, I'm assuming, picks up the Saba satchel, and
Yeah.
you guys head through the gate. Now you find yourself, interestingly, in the south side, just outside of. You're not in it, but you find yourself just outside. What's her name's there?
Bob?
I'm trying to remember the green lady.
Green lady? Oh, the Gaia lady? Gaia
The
Lynn?
plant.
Yeah, this one. Yeah,
Oh, shit,
Gaia
the
Lynn.
one that gonna kick her ass.
Lynn, the Echo Future leader. And you're not in her territory. You know she gets a bit miffed, but you find
Yeah.
yourself just outside of it in Chicago. There's
Chicago.
Chicago. There's a guy as you guys just appear. There's with one guy holding it looks like a body-sized satchel. Um, you see a guy sitting on the side running one of those little hot dog carts. And next to a newsstand, they both look at you and like, what you doing?
Nothing.
Go and get is newspaper new today?
Cascade immediately calls our girl Letitia, see if where she's at, so we can get the
She might have been
MPV here.
reassigned already.
It's
Is
26.
Nah.
It's 20. No, you guys spoke to Yamazaki.
Yeah.
It is 26 days since you left, lady.
So she's just
I
got a
just-
vacation. She got a little vacation. She's doing all right.
Yeah.
Her and Bob probably been hanging out. But yeah, no, that would be my first move. Call the pickup. Let's get her into holding and
Okay.
report to the
Yep.
commander.
So you guys go through all the official processes. Of course, you're well trained, and of course, a detachment is sent to meet you, and you guys are simply going to take her to the correctional location, which I have right here. Give me a second. No, that's the police department.
Da-da-da-da.
A second.
And since
Here
we
we
know
go.
that they have power nullifiers there, we will be taking the one once we know that she's secure.
Oh yes.
Right.
We're gonna
Well,
keep
you
that.
guys meet Tag Alton, of course. This is it turns out to be a pretty important prisoner now. Although the Omnicorps, to be fair, didn't give her the attention she deserved day one. But then again,
Yeah.
you were guys a low end team, which they respect your effort. But honestly, they had bigger fish to fry on their plate. But as it turns out, she's actually pivotal. So you have a full escort coming into Whitestone Prison. Tag is once again there to meet you. And you go through the entire process, which you've done before, of them
Yep.
bringing her in and doing all
Booker.
this stuff. And they do put their own restraints on her, which allow her to be awake, though. Whereas the charm that is now in your possession, it just knocks him down, right? So this charm is very simple. I don't know who's going to keep it. I'm assuming the magical person, but it is a talisman of containment. And
Talisman of containment. Can
yes,
I, when we get a chance here, can I study this and maybe replicate these as my magical person? They might be handy. Come
maybe
in handy.
eventually it would take time for your character, but of course, yeah, of
Cool.
course. But what this does is exactly what you've seen. It shuts down any kind of supernatural ability, not just magic. It shuts down omnis. It has no effect on technologies, though. But then again, we know omnis are kind of technically connected to all the other magical things, right? I mean, technically, right? So it does that, but it also puts them into a comatose state. The material strength of this is class 1000. That's really where the trouble is going to come for your character, Thundero, because
Mhm.
that's expensive to get
Yep.
something like that. And the magic, you probably need group magic to make this work. But so I'm not saying it's impossible because it's not. And the power rank on it is Shift X.
Oh my.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could probably help with researching this thing.
Well,
if
we
you
could
want.
also go ask our
You could
lovely
help.
druid friend that we know,
Right. And
the lady herself.
you would be most useful with resource management, actually.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But that's an aside. That if we were running a
No,
low
we'll get
game
back to that.
campaign, yeah, money and every year useful. But they have tech options that are almost as effective and cheaper. right? But but this is kind of a totality of control, right?
Yeah. And it seems to be indestructible.
Well, unless a
Or
god
nearly.
decides to get involved with it, you know?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless Ares is like, all right, snaps it out of existence. Okay. So we hand her off to Mr. Tag here.
Yep.
I would assume that would alert everybody that, we got her. And then what time of day are we looking at here? Where are we at? How long would
Well,
that take,
all that
roughly?
was happening in the morning, so it's probably mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon. I say we go immediately and report and talk to the commander.
Sure.
Because now we know that Balden
Well,
is not, in fact, a friendly, or at least
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be a friendly neighborhood djinn.
Real quick, Chester, do we get any renown for this?
Oh, I'm going to get to that in a second.
Okay.
Now, inside of which you can come and go as you please now. All right.
Yes.
And you're going to be in the exact moment of time that you were in, right? Whenever that is.
Sure.
And to be all honesty, with the kind of tech you were seeing, that probably is a good century ahead of where you are now, where you were, right? Probably. You're not really sure. And honestly, probably no one really knows. Nevertheless, you can go back to that exact moment. You won't have to deal with the, the tangled time problem. So you have that. And therefore, your renown with Omniforce is your general renown that you have right now. Your class and all that stuff isn't going to change with them. Now, the captain, of course, you all can take him as a contact if you haven't done so. I think I already said that, but you can write down the captain as a contact, so that's more direct renown effect. But Omniforce, nothing will change. With the druids, however, what is your current renown right now overall?
Did we ever get one established?
Yeah,
I don't
well, your
remember.
popular. I'm sorry, he used the word renown. Your popularity. You guys have your popularity is based upon your pop renown
Incredible.
that you have, and
Yeah.
your empathy is added to it, right? So,
Right.
look at your popularity. What
Mhm.
is your popularity in comparison to your empathy? Let me just start with GOP. GOP, what is your popularity in respect to your empathy? It should be higher by like 10 points, probably.
Yep.
GOP's not here. Thundera, what is your what
Oh,
is your
I'm
Exactly what
sorry.
you
I didn't
just.
realize. I didn't
10
realize I
points?
was muted.
Lady,
bad.
what is your? It's probably 10
8
points, right?
8
8
points
points.
different.
8 points. GOP, what's yours?
I'm a myth, so I did. It's a 36 under my so remarkable under my pop, and my what is it? Empathy is
That's
incredible.
that.
So,
Yeah. Well, then, well, because you're a minus, so you're actually at sitting at a negative. That miss would be.
mhm.
Puffin, what's your situation? 10, 8.
My empathy is excellent, but my popularity is incredible.
Incredible. I was not.
Yeah. So is Torrance. His
I
popularity
see.
is incredible.
So because you guys had separate issues coming in because you're secondary characters. That's why. All right.
Right.
So with the Druid Circle, you guys gained 30 renown. Now what that does is take 30 and add your empathy to that. That's your total. Okay. With
Yep.
Omniforce, it doesn't change. It's unchanged. However, with Omnicore and then therefore Chicago proper, right, in the real world in Chicago, you guys gain 20 renown. So on top of whatever your pop is now, add 20 to it, and that includes the myth.
Chicago.
Okay.
We're getting famous, boys.
Yeah, no, you guys should all be high. Give me your total, not with the Circle or Omniforce, but with Chicago. What is your standard pop right now, GOP?
Well, it was 36. Now it's 66. So
Yeah, you guys are going to be all over the press, and I'll deal with that in a second. Lady,
It's going to be 28.
why so low, lady? What's your empathy, lady?
16.
And I just gave you 20 points on top of what you already had, so you should be 40 something.
You were asking me for my empathy.
No, I was asking for your pop.
Okay, yeah.
Up, 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 up.
Should be like 44.
Okay, yeah, 44.
Okay, which is amazing. Oh, it's excellent. It's incredible, actually. Thundero.
Incredible. Incredible. I have two characters. Let's see. Torrance is really high. So his overall so we're adding to the Chicago
Yeah, Chicago
factor
proper.
in, you're looking at just under monstrous for him.
Yeah, nice.
So his is like, really high,
so another
amazing.
60 something. Yeah, Puffin.
Yeah, and then and Cascade is amazing at the moment.
Yeah,
it took her up to
Puffin.
amazing.
Oh Lord, let me see here. So, I had incredible. I guess that's 36. You gave me 20, but then I have my empathy, which is excellent. So, 6. Oh, hold on. I gotta do math. I'm bad.
You're probably around amazing, somewhere around
52.
50, I assume.
72.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. And that hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen right now. So let's have that conversation. You guys come in to meet Yamazaki-san. Usually you have to wait a little bit. I mean, he's a boss and he's busy. He's waiting for you at the frickin' door, right? And he's like, he's actually genuinely happy to see you're not dead. Genuinely.
Yep.
Now, he doesn't give as much emotion to Torrent or Puffin for obvious reasons. But he is respectful. But for the others, it's almost like he wants to hug you if he weren't the boss and Japanese and all.
Yes.
But
He's eye hugging you.
he is eye hugging you. He's genuinely happy to see you're alive. And he rushes you into the office. And he tries to stay stoic as most Japanese do, but he does have a smile on his face. He breaks out the good stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he
Woohoo!
does.
The knight's excited.
He takes out a Lefroy that you see. It's a very old label, and it's that thing is probably 50 years aged. That's expensive, right?
Pricey.
And
Pricey.
he pours shots for everyone and lifts his glass and says, "To your safe return," and cheers, or kampai, he says. And
Kampai!
I'm assuming everybody takes a shot. It is smooth. It's nice.
Hmm.
And he asked you for a recanting of everything that happened,
I
which of
said
course
that.
you do. That's not. It's called a shot, lady, for a
I'm a
reason.
lightweight.
All right, fine.
Not
You're
a
not, though.
jug.
You're the biggest here.
Yeah, you're Duke. Well, no, Duke might be a lightweight if that's how she's playing. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that.
But what's
He's a
your
big
fitness?
softy, old Duke.
But you guys, you tell your
I just
story,
want
and he listens
Mm.
intently. And you get to the situation around Saba, and then of course the conversation comes to Bell then. And he admits, because he did meet with him once, right? You guys set
Yeah.
that up.
Had a conversation.
And he was a bit suspicious of the guy, but he felt that was just because literally he was speaking to a djinn. This is a weird world we live in, but still.
Yeah.
But so we don't really know what he's up to. We don't know if it's him or the djinn proper. We don't know anything. We should find out.
Yep. We agree.
But first things first. This situation with
Grace.
Saba is a big deal, and the people of Chicago need to know. This is going to be amazing PR. This is very helpful to us. And he leans over and he looks at Puff and he says, "Even for you."
I see.
Imagine the
Does this
booze
mean
you're
he
going
has
to
to
get.
take a shower for the pictures?
Yes.
I bathe
Um,
every day.
Matter of fact, over the next few days, even though you guys probably want to get to it, you don't have a choice because the
We're
morale
not
of
going to get to it
Chicago.
next week anyway.
Well, yeah, but the morale of Chicago is an important factor in what you do. You guys know this. You've been all your actions and a lot of things you've been doing or have been stopping criminal, cleaning up stuff, doing stuff, but it's also been to try to create a stable mood in Chicago, because it's a really bad situation, and you guys are part of trying to, you know, make the best of a bad deal, right? And to
Mhm.
help the people, the Chicagoans, do so. We've done that many times during this campaign, of you guys literally doing PR work, right?
Yeah.
And this is the ultimate expression of that. Over the next few days, they gussy the hell out of you. You guys
Oh
get
boy.
new uniforms. Matter of fact, I don't know if I haven't really done with it, but you guys get automatic new ranks, and you're put at beta level. You're all sitting at Delta, right? Now you're
Mhm.
the beta rank, which is 2 ranks away. Like he would be a Commander Yamazaki would be an Omega, right? Which I know that's the last letter, but it's also the first, right? That's the whole point of Omega. But nevertheless, so you're only 2 ranks away from the highest ranking now. That's a big promotion, right? Big. So mark that down. You guys are now beta ranking. Now, what that means is purely of official. It doesn't do anything power wise. But they gussy you up, clean you up, especially Duke. Oh my God, it's a lot of work, and Puffin. But they get you in nice shiny outfits. They have your new insignia, your badges, which have your new rank on them. And you guys go through photo shoots. You sit in way too many makeup chairs, Puffin. Way too many.
No.
And a lot of photo ops, and you guys do several interviews. So, to finish today, let's see how good we are at the PR, shall we? Let's go to the
Uh-oh.
tables. Rolling. All right, um, now what we're going to do here is you're going to use your empathy. Now, this is not a pop roll as per se when you're interacting with someone. This is to see how well you are doing your interviews, right? And how effective you are at this PR propaganda, this propaganda routine they're going on with right now with you. And of course, it's positive. This is positive propaganda, not negative.
White
Um,
propaganda is what it's called.
yeah, it's actually a good thing, right? And you know
Yeah.
that you're all well aware of this, right?
Hmm.
So let's go one by one. Let's start with the GOP. GOP, over a 3-day period, you do many various things, including several interviews with the local news channels, being broadcast out to the people to try to raise their hopes and talk about the Saba situation, because, well, as it turns out, it's directly connected to the lockdown and their situation. And you guys are
Yep.
the heroes of the moment, right? So
Mhm.
this is a
We went from the
straight,
villains to the heroes.
in a way, this is a straight empathy roll. However, some of you might have some skills that would apply.
I
So
do.
Oh,
I've got 2
Torrid
points
does.
in mind, which applies to it.
very well. Go ahead.
So I have monstrous, and I'm going to be spending spirit, even though my character absolutely hates doing press tours. This is not his thing at
Yeah,
all. But
but
he's yeah, no,
you,
I get it.
yeah,
But
your
he's
character
still
is
doing it.
heroic, so he understands.
He's totally gonna do it. And once again, spending spirit.
Puffin might show up
Um,
drunk.
so I'm
Hmm.
trying to get a red. So I basically spend most of my spirit. That's
Well, you got that
28.
much? Holy shit. Um,
I've got like 79.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, you spend the spirit, and you are the darling boy blue monkey furry guy, right?
Mhm.
I know
Um,
you're Blue Snooky.
they don't.
They
They
have
have
no
no
idea.
clue. I'm joking. They have no. He is
I'm
in his
serious.
costume, but they do kind of bling bling up your costume a little bit. Now, this is a dress uniform, right? It's not your day to day wear, right? But everybody has dress uniforms, because you guys, it is a military esque, corporation, right? Omnicorp.
Yeah.
But your interviews are freaking brilliant. The hosts that are talking to you, and well, I don't want to use the word reporter, do I? But these actors that you're talking to, they're absolutely enamored with you. You are so amazing, even though you're really short,
Hmm.
right? But you do such a great job. And of course, this is another aspect your characters don't know much about, or maybe they do. Um, After you guys get a lot of, I don't know, what do they call it? The demographic information they get in regards to response. They have a term for it
Analytics.
yeah, but there's another term that the kind of Hollywood agent typies use. I can't think of it, but whatever.
Gosh,
Analytics
I know this.
are very high. The people have responded to you really, really well, and of course, you more important than your fame, which I just gave you your plus 20.
Demographic?
The people, no, I use the demographic. There's a word for it that the paparazzis and those people, Hollywood people use. But more important than you, and probably for your character, is there is a analytic that the happiness and the general concern of the people is up. So success, sir. Good job. Good job.
Great.
All right. Next in line, I do believe, is Lady. Now, Duke is an actual speaker, though, I think, isn't he? He can speak.
Yes, I am. I
Yeah.
can
He's
speak.
charming. He's effortlessly charming, old Duke.
And he's not
Effortlessly
hidden behind a
charming.
mask either. Duke is a
Mhm.
public
Nope.
identity.
Wish
Yeah.
you were.
He's a handsome boy. Look at him
Handsome boy.
smiling for the cameras.
Oh, big old handsome boy. Girls gonna love him.
Nice
Uh,
flowy black
Big
hair.
old
Yeah.
corn-fed boy. They're gonna
So-
love them some Duke.
So, Lady, what is
Mhm.
your empathy?
16.
So excellent. And do you have any
Mhm.
skills at public speaking at all?
Nope.
Okay.
I
No
got
problem.
investigation close as it can get, but that's it.
No, you have to have something very specific. But that's all right, no
Yeah.
problem. You got to roll under the excellent column. Do you wish to use spirit for this, or are we just going? We're
I'm
going raw.
using spirit, karma, whatever I need.
Okay. So use your spirit. Go ahead and make your roll. All right, you got a
25.
25. Now, if you let's see here, that needs to get a 41. So if you use 16 karma, you can get a green. If you use uh, let's see, 47, you can get a yellow, and I don't think you have enough to get a red.
No,
But
no.
do you
I
want to
don't
go
have
for?
enough to get 47, so
Okay,
just
so
have to go with green.
you go with the green. And well, your reception is fine. It's not just the press frenzy that's going on about Onyx. But
Of course.
you are received positively. It is a successful role. But there are various comments that come out is like, oh, he's a pretty boy, and then other ones, he's kind of dull, and the typical social media nonsense you're going to see. But it is successful,
Yeah.
and you do add to the success. So congratulations. Next is Thundero's characters. So let's start with the pretty girl. Let's have her go first.
Actually, they
Miss
should be
Cascade.
interviewed together since they're husband and wife.
Sure, why not? But we're going to roll them individually because she
Miss
might.
Cascade
she might-
has a +1 to elocution.
Then-
She can speak
There you go.
properly when she wants to.
Then that
Um,
does add. So go ahead.
Here we go. More spirit on this, of course. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, she's gonna need it.
And what
Um,
are we
Into the
rolling under? What?
20s.
We are rolling under with that +1. This is empathy, so she is normal. So she is excellent. So to get to a green,
You would need
she
41.
needs.
So you need
Yeah, so she needs
19.
19. Easy, done. Easy
Okay.
peasy.
Once again, her response is very similar to Duke's. It is generally positive, but nothing overwhelming. And how about Torrent?
Here he comes. Here comes the empathy monster. All right. I'm gonna lay it out right. I'm gonna preload spirit just in case I rolled a 1. But he is Mr. Empathy himself. He has really high empathy baseline, and then he has diplomacy.
Oh,
So he has
Jesus.
+2 to empathy, +2 to that. So that gives him +2 column shifts, and then he is already remarkable at empathy. So this boy is
Amazing.
he's pretty good at the old empathy.
All right.
Here we go.
Under
With the
amazing.
spirit coming in hot. Oh my god. Thanks, lady. Thanks, lady. Wow. She
Well,
absolutely jinxed me.
She did jinx you. She hexed you, actually.
Oh,
But
my God.
you only need to get to a green. You need
26.
25.
Or 25. Yeah, he's got it. He's fine.
Yes.
Now, if you wish, you could do 55 to get a yellow if you have that
He
much.
doesn't have enough. He only
Okay.
has 40.
So once again, effective, but nowhere near the monster effect that Onyx had.
That's
It's unfortunate.
that's two
and
two ones that have been rolled. We should get something for the ridiculous absurdity that is
do.
2 ones in one night.
My punishment, but this is not a combat situation, so I'm not going to do anything. Last but not least, Puffin, how are we showing up to this interview, buddy?
Do I have to show up?
You do.
In 20 to 40 years, all the people that'll judge me will be dead, and I'll still be
True.
here.
But to be fair, as rough around the edges of your character is, you do understand the value of what they're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna show up clean, and I will have no
Did he say
alcohol that
shaven?
day. No,
Did he say
I'm
shaven?
clean.
He did not.
No,
Ah.
I said
Clean.
clean.
No, he did.
Oh, you need to show up looking gruff. You're the bad boy of the group. At least you look like
Oh,
it.
I will.
Okay.
I'm
Or
just
leather
Yeah.
jacket
So
anyway.
The ladies will like that. Your arms
so-
out, you know.
yeah, that's right. What is your
I
empathy?
could just show up without a shirt. Let's see.
Yeah.
I got the nicest looking pants and all the nice looking stuff, but
Just an
just-
open leather vest. Yeah, that's
Italian.
perfect.
just
yeah.
an open leather vest, just
Yeah.
nothing.
No, I
I
love
look
it.
like Lobo.
Yeah. So what
Good
is your
main man.
empathy?
My empathy is excellent. We're gonna just roll for the hills
Well,
and see what
do you
happens.
have any diplomas or anything like that?
I have intimidation.
Let's not use that. Okay.
Okay,
So
I'll just
excellent.
use
Are you going to
spirit.
add spirit to this roll or no?
Sure, why not?
I
Let's see
cannot
what
believe I
happens.
rolled a 1. It's wild. Wow. Who broke the
Wow.
roller?
Wow.
Look at these
So
rolls,
Wow.
man.
You need 24 to get a green. 24 spirit to get a green.
I have 46. I'll spend
Yeah,
24.
no problem. So you guys basically are, you don't have a lot of experience, except for Torrent. You don't have a lot of experience doing this kind of thing, right? I mean, it does come with a job, and it's not like it's your first time, but you guys are not PR hounds. That's not what you are, right? You're field operatives, right? But you're all help. You all add to it, and you all have positive reaction with the public. But oh my God, they're in love with Onyx. And the
Of
current
course they are.
the current thing
He wears lips, by the way.
yeah, but he probably does. But the current thing that is really hitting the social media in Chicago. And keep in mind, even though the people are mostly locked down here, the communication with the outside world is not. Right? And what's going on in Chicago social media stuff is actually quite popular worldwide. The biggest question that's being asked is, who's the man under the mask?
They'll never know.
They'll never know. And of
I
course,
have
if
a
they only
picture.
know he owns Diner Express.
No, they don't know that. They know nothing.
They don't know.
I
That's
never-
what I mean. If they only
Oh,
knew,
yeah.
I said, if they only knew.
Oh, if they only knew,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, all right, that was very successful. You guys get that renowned pop, and also outside of Chicago, you get a just worldwide, which doesn't really mean anything to you, but you do get 10, or basically one column shift, a 10 to your worldwide popularity. So just keep track under, just write down renown and put down all the details of what I gave you, right? So we got 30 with Circle, 20 with Chicago and Omnicore itself. Those are both, right? And you got 10 worldwide added on to what your characters already earned or started with renown. And then, of course, your empathy is added to it for the role, but empathy is a separate issue. The renown totals should be just what they are, and then you can write down and add the empathy to it and give a total. Okay? Just keep track of that. Nevertheless, you guys, we're going to end with the PR tour. which was very successful. And we're also going to give everybody 600 karma today.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have a rather powerful artifact in your possession. You have two now, right? You have the portal, which
Yep.
is nowhere near the same level as this. I mean, it's still a magic item, therefore ridiculously expensive. But this is an actual artifact, a relic
Well-
even. Who is in possession of these two artifacts, please?
Well, I had the portal. Cascade had because she was studying it and learning
Right.
how to
Which makes
manipulate
I
it.
sense.
know
Yeah.
it was my idea to apply the,
She doesn't want that. She doesn't want
but
to
I
touch that
think it'd be
thing.
best to give it to GOP because he can stealth and try to sneak up on him.
Well,
Could do.
And
here's the
the
thing-
magic doesn't cancel out his tech.
true.
Yeah, but
here's
GOP is also very aware of a certain thing, though, when it comes to Balden.
Yeah, he can see right through his shit.
Yeah.
He knows
Oh
he's
yeah.
there.
Also,
Still make a stealth roll.
about that. I kind of have that blood contract thing, so we kind of have to give that portal back since we did complete the deal. So
I'll
that's
hold
gonna
on
be
to
done.
the thing if I have to, as long as I don't put it
Yeah.
on the hammer. And even then, it's more linked to a living thing, so
Yeah. They
I'm
shouldn't
kind of a
have any
workaround.
effect on each other whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're artifacts. They're not people.
Mhm.
The blood
What about the
contract.
rings, Chester? Are those special in any way? Or are they just
No, well, they
enchanted?
are magical. They are magical
Yeah.
items. But and their magic is very, very specific. That you have no clue how long it took people to figure out how to get that done, because
Yep.
the time entanglement is weird. But they're exactly what they are. They allow you to magically communicate through mirrors, which is a pretty normal thing for wizards to do, actually.
Mhm.
That might have sounded weird to the other character, but it didn't sound weird to Cascade at all.
Yep.
So you can communicate directly to them with that. And also, it allows you to come and go. Well, it doesn't allow you to come and go. They have to open a portal for you to come
Yeah.
in. However, what it does is when you come in, you are not affected by time entanglement. Because
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I put you exactly where I wanted you, right? Obviously.
Mhm.
But technically, anyone coming into the zone, I would have to create a chart or something to roll on to find out which century you ended up in. Something like that.
Mhm.
I'd have to roll
I was
something.
Anyway,
waiting.
about that blood debt.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blood debt. Now that is with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen or something, right?
No,
What?
that's what the
baguette.
well, not them in general. It's specifically the vampire chick. That was who the deal was with. 'Cause
Abigail?
She gave. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was with Abigail.
Yeah. And
So-
what was the deal again? Remind me.
The deal was about
I don't remember.
if we get Mother Saba, like if the information technically the information didn't really help that much, but she did say she was in the zone 1. But basically, if we're able to get Mother Saba, she gets the teleportation device back.
Right.
But then again, too.
Oh, that's right, because
Mother's-
Saba betrayed her, right? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then again, too, she wasn't actually in the spot she said she was. So, but
Correct.
yeah.
But I
So
think
I say
it
we just tell
was
her to fuck herself.
Well, it
How
was
about
in
that?
good faith. It was in good faith with
Yeah,
her.
it was in good faith. She was that's where she thought she was. So, yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, we
So that's
got to
that.
give it back. That's the
Fair
blood
enough.
contract.
And of course, Mother Abigail is not in zone. She's in here in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
The only person that, other than what you interacted with, that is supposedly in zone, is Devlin. And as far as you know, he has no way in and out like you do, as far as you know. Now, of course, our bestest buddy, Voloff, Golgan, he is in zone. But he, and you could help to get him out if you wanted. But honestly, he seems pretty happy where he is.
Yeah, I don't have any reason to ever bring him out of there.
No, I don't think so. I think he's doing exactly what he wants to do. Now, the over because we're going to come back. It'll next week. It'll be a week later, as we always do. And of course, you have downtime. You're not expected to do anything. You're returning heroes. They might even be planning a ticker tape parade if they still do those things.
I'll be invisible.
You'll be invisible. However, you GOP will leave it here
Mhm.
today with this. When you get your private quiet time, as you do adore, you are sitting down going through that data that Torrent gave you, and you are digging through it, and you are digging through it, and you find that old Abbott gave you more information than you asked for. But then
Mhm.
again, he is helpful. And in that information, he gives a complete breakdown of their estimation of a timeline, right? In the entanglement in zone 1. It's their estimate. It is an estimation. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it's to the best of their knowledge. 388 years have passed since the breach of the aperture until the very moment that you were in. And as far as the information they have, you were in the most current timeline. You were contemporary, right?
Mhm.
388 years. And as you're going through this and a listing of people that came in, incredible events and all kind of stuff. Matter of fact, there is, even though he's here in Chicago, there is a moment where the flood shows up in frickin' zone 1 and causes all manner of consternation. But you're just pouring through this data. And the one thing that you may know is based upon the last roll of today. Please give me a roll and add to that roll a bonus for AI assistance, please.
Okay. I'll
This
spend
is
spirit, but quick question: How
logic,
many days
research roll. Yeah.
have any days passed since the last roll I did where I added spirit?
Of
So
course.
Yeah,
have I
3 days.
I said it's been,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, well then I'm full then. All right, sweet. All right.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay. And you said I can add my AI to it, and I'm
Yeah,
doing
your
what kind of a
AI,
roll?
this is a logic roll, and
Oh.
you're going to be adding your AI to it. It's just it's a research role. So if you have anything that adds to research, you can add that as well. But the AI
boy,
is
do I.
very helpful in this situation. So you get
I
that.
mean, I can't. Can I go past unearthly here? I mean,
No, you can't. It's your max cap.
okay. Well then, just unearthly.
You can
And
only
I'm
go
spending.
past unearthly if I give you an item that says it is, which I just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not for this roll. So,
No,
all
you
right.
guys are
Here we go.
capped at unearthly. You're human after all. You're mortal.
Oh, that's already
Nice.
red.
Oh shit, dude. All right, so
I didn't even
it
need
cost you 10 spirit. So you're looking at all of this data and you're kind of compiling it. And one thing becomes very evident over and over and over again. The zone is evolving in and of itself. And you don't know what that means, but you don't think it's good. It's concerning to you. And you think because you're really good at this and you rolled really, really well, and the Abbott did try to see, maybe you're useful, and he gave you a ton of information to go over, right?
Mhm.
That's his thinking on it, right? The Abbott. It's like, hey, well, maybe you're useful here. Have at it. You're not even sure if any of the people in zone or anywhere else are aware of this very important point you just discovered, that the zone is evolving. It's expanding, it's growing, and it seems to be reactive from the data you just spent days going over with an AI, so at an extremely accelerated speed of research. But you are confident, not arrogant, but confident that you might be the only person who knows that.
Okay.
So there we go. Any questions for today?
Nope.
Nope.
Interesting
Actually, I do have
evolution.
one, Chester.
Yeah.
I do have one. Torrent still has 2 potential powers available to him.
Sure.
All right. I'll see
Um,
you guys later.
Later, Puff.
wait a minute.
Bye, Puff.
I was wondering if I could have for Mr. Torrent, he needs more situational awareness. I was wondering if he could have some form of sonic kinesis ability.
What do
The
you mean?
ability to manipulate and hear and control sound waves. Because he
Sure.
already has thermokinesis, which is what gives him his fire and frost powers, right?
Right.
But
Well,
the idea of this character is he controls frequency in a way, whether
Right.
it's with heat or with
Sure.
apparently with sound.
Well,
yeah.
there are multiple powers you could choose from. Electrical generation or vibration generation, right? Tremor generation, literally are just producing it. So that's not what you want at all. However, electrical control, sonic control, vibration control, all of those could potentially be useful. I would say sonic control is more specifically what you want. So yeah, but they are separate. If
Yeah.
you take sonic control, you're not generating blast of sonic damage. You're not doing that.
No, that's not what I want. I want
just
it for the ability to, just like I said, situational awareness more than anything. He can use it for all sorts of things, but it'll allow him to have basically a sense of what's going on around him.
Oh,
And the reason I was
okay.
thinking,
I see. All right. No, let me stop you right there. You don't need that.
Yep.
What you want to do is buy the power environmental awareness, and GOP can help you.
okay,
That's what you want. That power is so OP, and no one ever takes it.
This makes it sound like a hippie.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a sensory power. It doesn't do any damage, but go read it. Environmental awareness is OP as hell, dude.
Is that in the main book?
Yep.
Yep.
And you actually you can find it in the Ultimate Powers book. It's in there. But yeah, just read that, man. That thing is exactly what you want. That's what you want. Environmental awareness.
cool.
Yeah.
Scoot down.
Oh, he has it. Read it out to us. Go ahead. It's not a long excerpt.
I'm just looking for it.
It's under sense
environmental
detection powers. It's under that category, which is one of the first ones on the list, table list. Environmental awareness.
It's not in the main book under
No,
senses.
it's under the Ultimate Powers book.
Oh, the Ultimate. Okay, that's what I was.
Sorry. Yeah. Because that is the main book. That is the official canon power book.
Yeah. All right. Let's see where.
And of course, you have the classic Marvel Forever, which has gone in and repaired, edited all spelling mistakes, and also fixed some mechanical issues that Marvel didn't give a shit about, and then added, I don't know, 100 powers or more to it. So the classic Forever one is impressive.
Detection powers.
Yep.
Okay.
Environmental awareness.
Oh.
Rolling down.
Bye, lady.
Detection. Resistance. No, that's not it. Detection. Here we go. Environmental awareness. Here we are. Range column B. The hero has increased sensitivity to conditions and disturbances in and influences on the environment. The hero automatically maintains full knowledge of current conditions in his surroundings. The awareness extends to such factors as weather, chemicals, movement and life.
Life. Okay,
yeah.
keep continuing.
Okay, so it's just everything. The rank determines the range to which the awareness extends. Exceeding it requires a feat. 1 + 1 column shift green.
AOE, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Continue.
Hyper empathy, basically.
The hero can gain
Feel things.
+1 column shift by linking his health to the environment. In the
don't do that.
symbiosis,
Don't do
harm to the environment is reflected in the hero's physical welfare. I'm just imagining
It would
like
be like Swamp Thing, right?
I was just
Right.
thinking like the fake Indian guy from that commercial.
Right. That's why he's so old. He's only 20. All right, go ahead.
That's it though. It's
Yeah.
harm to the environment is reflected in the hero's physical
Yeah,
welfare.
you don't want
So
to do
If you
that.
link it. Yeah.
You don't
No,
wanna
he's
do
not
that.
doing that. He's not a
But
hippie. He just
no, you
wants
don't
the
wanna do
ability
that.
to sense things.
But that is incredibly OP.
Mhm.
Everything in your and if we look at column B, right? If we
Yeah.
go over and take a look at it, right? And you're going to base this off of you're going to array it, I would assume, right?
Mhm.
So is it going to be yeah, let's just do it like this. So what is your general power set? What is the power of it?
Amazing.
Amazing. So it would come in -1 column shift automatically. You don't even have to roll, right? And
Mhm.
put you under incredible, right? So
Yeah.
incredible under column B is 2 miles. But as I said, that is an AOE. So that is a
Mhm.
4-mile diameter. You are aware
Sheesh.
of everything going on in there, whether it be chemical, energy, movement,
Nice.
and every bit of life that is going on, you can sense and detect it. Now, it isn't mind reading, but you know
Right.
what's going on in a 4-mile diameter, or a 2-mile radius around you. Holy shit, dude! That
He's
is
and
basically
crazy OP.
walking sonar, is what you're
Yeah.
saying to me.
Well,
He
no,
just knows
it's
it.
more than that. It's
Well,
more
right. I'm
than
just
that.
for an analogy. He just senses things. He's Star Trek sensors. He's
Everything.
just
and
Yeah,
walking Star Trek
he
sensors.
is.
you want to give it a limitation of some kind, you can increase that even more.
Yeah, if you give yourself a limitation, you don't have to attach yourself. You can put a limitation on anything, meaning
Yep.
it can't sense this, like undead, for instance, or
Right.
something like that. That would put you up to an amazing. And of course, that then it's not that big though. Now you're
Yeah.
looking at a 3-mile radius. But
Hmm.
still, I mean, you can put a limitation if you want. I don't think I would. I don't think it's a big deal. But I mean, 2-mile radius, dude, that is insane. That is insane.
Hmm.
And keep in mind, it's going to have effects. The reason why Balden, for instance, knows exactly where about this invisible blue monkey is because he has this
Hmm.
power, right? So
Oh.
See?
invisible people are not invisible to you.
He just knows they're there. He's like, I see
Yep.
you. I
Well,
feel you.
you actually
I
don't
like it too,
see
though. I
him,
like it. No,
but
that's what I'm
you
saying. That's
know.
why it's perfect for him because I tried to make him the hyper empath character, and this is like a very real version of that in reality. Like he can just feel stuff around him. He just knows what's going on. I think that works for him perfectly, actually. So
I
yeah,
thought this would be a
which is what
power
I
you would
wanted.
have given to Gaia.
Maybe I did. I
Yeah, she might have
actually
it.
am well. I use this power for many people,
Yeah.
particularly for villains that I want you not to sneak up on.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, I do that. I've played this game for a long time. Like I said, I know this rules really well, and no one ever uses this ability, even though it's
So does
one
this
of the
mean
most OP abilities in the game.
is he incapable of being surprise attacked now?
Yep.
That's awesome.
No, I told you it's OP, dude. It's ridiculous.
It's really strong.
Oh,
It
and I
is.
can't be like, super sneaky. Like, where is he? It's
No,
like,
invisibility has no effect.
I know.
Stealth has no effect. None of it means anything because he
It takes away
knows.
from my mysteriousness.
It does for him, from
From
his
my own
point of
part.
view.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
of course you could put a limitation on it and gain an additional mile radius, and you might want to just do that for gameplay, for fun.
Maybe I'll think on it.
Um, but it is really OP, and it's really like I said, I usually give it to villains or kind of power plot device characters,
Well, I was
because
metagaming like crazy with him because the reason I gave him fire powers is because we were fighting Devlin, who has fire. So I figured if I give him the ability to turn into fire, that lets him be incredibly
It
difficult for
nullifies
Devlin
it.
to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he has this ability that'll help with Balden because he won't have an advantage, a
Well,
situational
you
advantage.
both are aware of each other. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and it apparently eliminates surprise attacks, which is very nice because he nearly just got killed by a surprise attack. Effectively, his wife did anyway, or captured because of one. So
Yeah.
that would be
Well,
super handy for that.
do keep in mind, I was trying to capture one of you because they wanted to have an audience. It's just
Right.
the abbot is the abbot.
Yes.
And I just happened to roll a red kill on you.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't
Oh, I was
intended.
there.
I made him OP enough to be able to take you down. You're not supposed to beat that character. That's not the point.
Right.
But he's also not a
He's
threat,
he's
really.
Adam Smasher. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
to me.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
not supposed to beat him.
That's
Yep.
right. But I just happened to roll a red. But then again, I reversed it. I didn't actually kill the character, right? Because he was
Right.
just sent to gather you, and he's also more of a brute than a thinker, right? That monster.
Right.
And I'm sure
He
Abbott
didn't
had
need
a
it.
laugh.
The reason I didn't want to do like a sound wave attacks is because he doesn't need it. He's already got fire and frost, which is incredibly powerful. Both are incredibly powerful. He
Yeah,
doesn't
especially
need
if you're
another
smart.
form of attack. Yeah, another form of energy attack. So
Well,
it doesn't help him much.
yeah, but you guys aren't really playing a combat campaign here. This is more cerebral, and I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
However, I'm assuming next week we're going to go after Balden, so that's going to be a fight.
Yep.
I would
That's-
assume I would assume that those kind of characters have like psychic more powers, or is it just like magic in general?
I'm not going to give you any information, buddy.
That fair? Well, my character has some knowledge apparently.
Although what I am going to do is flesh him out between now and then, so that it's a good fight, because he's going to be fighting 4 people, so I have to make it a worthy fight. So I will go flesh him out a little bit more than. I did obviously put him in as a plot device for the situation, but after the fact. But I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. Do you like the twists and turns of the story so far?
Been pretty good.
Fun.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling Mr. Balden was going to be more of a problem than we thought. He was a little too amicable.
Too friendly, too copacetic. Yeah, I did try to express that feeling, actually. But yeah, and, it's also interesting too when you run campaigns, because one of the things we do here, guys, for all of you listening, I am going to shut us off here in a second, is we are demonstrating different role-playing systems here. It's the purpose of this show, but it's also kind of to demonstrate how you role play and what you do and different things you could do. And normally, you're going to have an antagonist and a protagonist is what you're going to have, and then we do in Balden. But having things ambiguous where they're both kind of right in effect with Omniforce and the Circle, that's not normal. You don't usually see that tactic. And I would. This is purely from a gameplay point of view. To those of you who are interested, that's dangerous to do like that. It can piss your players off. So be careful doing that. Although I don't think I pissed them off. And the way, I don't know, maybe I did. Speak up. But the one of the ways that I was able in my brain I was able to caveat that was we do have an antagonist in Spalden, right? But be careful when
What a
you use that
surprise! The
mechanic.
guy named Ball.
Right. Well, I did hint a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
But be careful with that mechanic, though, because a lot of players really want a very black and white cut of what is right and what is wrong. And when you try to put twists and things in, just be careful with it and know your players, because it can annoy people. But anyway, anything you guys want to add or say before I go offline?
So we got increased to beta rank. I know it's not going to make a big difference for me, but does character wealth go up at all?
It does, and it's all in the description. You have for Omnicore, Omni Hero. In all that information for the creation and of characters, it's all in there exactly how that works. You do get more money. Your character could care less, but everybody else is actually earning quite a bit more money now.
Well, I just have the. Oh no, here it is. I do have the chart from
Yeah,
the
I
last.
gave you the Omni Hero creation pages, right? I gave you all that.
Yeah, that's plus 30 to wealth and pop.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Well, I gave you the pop increases overall,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, plus 30 to wealth, which for your character, it's under the effect anyway, so it does nothing for your wealth. But for these guys, I mean, what is your wealth for your character right now, Thundero?
Where's let's see. You know what? I don't have one on Torrent because I never did it. We never did it.
Right. But
On Cascade, we have. I think it's just the baseline, like what we started with. I don't think it's gone up since we started for
so
her.
you're probably sitting at incredible now, which is rich.
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
But the problem with wealth in the game, if you gain something that is under what you already have, it has no effect, right?
Mhm.
This is
Hmm.
kind of a negative thing, but I mean, I don't know. It makes sense though. It makes sense.
True, because I mean, that would literally put me. Well, like I can't
Well,
go past an earthly, but I would be
Be
on
right
Earth.
back.
cosmic, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to shut down anyway, Thunder. But
All right.
but yeah, no, it's just, and it makes sense how wealth works like that. Your character is very wealthy. It's going to be very hard for your character to become more wealthy. He's already a billionaire,
Well, I already got that future tech.
and
There's a reason for
I'm
me
just
picking up
saying,
that
but
stuff.
it's going to be, you would have to put game time into that though.
Yeah.
But yeah, wealth, it's a lot like a lot of things. At low level, wealth you can gain pretty quickly, and it feels good as a player character too, to get those things. And a lot of times, I've run games. I think even with these guys, or maybe not, maybe it was before, but you can run games with this system, the face rip system, and just going straight off the rules, and you can do, literally every penny counts campaign. And it's a lot of fun seeing characters, trying to get that little bit of extra money because they're trying to build up their headquarters. And there's another thing about this game system. It has a great headquarters creation system in it. It really does. And everything's priced out, and you can build up and get new things. And it's actually a lot of fun to play a Every Penny Counts campaign. Those are fun. It's kind of similar to in D&D playing a true survival game, where literally they have to think about food and shelter and all those kind of things. Of course, in a modern game, it's not quite the same, right? But it is a lot of fun. And honestly, like I said, sometime in the future, I will play a 616 system, which is really just the modernized, updated version of this. That Marvel put out. Like I said, I was shocked that it's actually good, and they're actually love from the developers involved with it. But that also has a really good headquarters creation system in it. Of course, it's a tradition, and I do believe there is more to come in that regard. But nevertheless, GP, anything else before I shut down?
I can't think of anything else at the moment. No,
Excellent.
not regarding this. So yeah.
Excellent. So, all right, guys, thank you very much. Come back next week. That's going to be a fight. So, and as you saw
Mm-hmm.
with this system, and some of the fights we have, the whole session might well be a fight, right?
That'd be fun.
Hopefully, the roller decides to work for me this next week.
No,
My
I don't know.
goodness,
I want it to not work.
those rolls were atrocious.
They were bad, but it happens. That's fate. Anyway, thank you all very much, guys. See you later. Bye.
Bye.